Shut up! Shut up and take the pain. Take the pain!
This is King Bucho. Welcome to BDA Boxing, the Boxing Debate Arena, Open Lines Friday. Anybody can join, you know how it works. The link is in the chat. You need to download Discord so you can join the panel. I'm going to post the link again, so yeah, just click it and let's start talking some boxing. I already have a topic here. It's the, well, first of all, let's give a shout out to people in the chat. Leonardo Campos Vasquez, who's a BDA member. Triple JJJ, what's up about what about me? Is a name. Virtuoso Rex, Rider of the Storm, Knockout Ned, Official Boxing Scorecard, of course. M Garden, Guadan. Who else? Iceman, of course. Iceman is there. Shadow Combat as always, guys. All right, let's start talking boxing here. So apparently the Ring Magazine rankings, pound for pound rankings just came out, and Devin Haney is not in there. He's not in the top 10 pound for pounders, and Devin Haney did not like this. All right, so let's take a look at his tweet. First of all, hold on. Jeez. Here we go. Nope. Oh, well, let's take a look at the pound for pound list. First of all, Ring Magazine, they have Usyk, number 1. Then they have Inoue 2, Crawford, Spence Jr., Canelo, Lomachenko, Bivol, Taylor, Jermel, Charlo, obviously, and Beterbiev. Now, some people are wondering, how come Lomachenko's there if Lomachenko lost to Teofimo Lopez, and then Kambosos beat Teofimo Lopez, and then Haney beat Kambosos, so therefore Haney should be there. I don't think that's exactly how it works, but if you want to debate this, please join the Discord so we can talk about this. So there's the list, right? And Devin Haney came out with this statement. Fuck, where the fuck did I put it? All right, I'll just drop it again here. Hold on, give me 2 seconds. I'm going to take a look at what Devin Haney had to say about this. Here we go. Devin Haney says on Twitter, the youngest undisputed champ of the 4-belt era and not on the pound for pound list is crazy, especially when guys who don't even hold the Ring Magazine belt currently made the list. Get the fuck out of here. So he thinks that just because you have the Ring Magazine belt, you're supposed to be on the Ring Magazine top 10 pound for pound list. And Ring Magazine, actually, you go check out their website. They came out with a piece where they justify the reason why Devin Haney is not on that list. And they mention that Hiroto Kyoguchi, he's a WBA junior flyweight champion, I believe. And he also holds the Ring Magazine belt. he's not in the top 10 pound for pound Ring Magazine pound for pound list. So, not it's simply because you have the Ring Magazine belt doesn't mean you have to make it on their pound for pound list. So that's very interesting. Also, they mentioned that when Haney says that he's the youngest, well, doesn't that mean that he hasn't fought a lot of people? He's the youngest. I mean, are you telling me he has a better resume than let's say Lomachenko? And let's take a look at the criteria that Ring Magazine provides. Hold on, where the fuck is here? You go. Rating policy. Number 1, results. This is the most objective criterion and takes precedence over all others. So obviously, you look at the record, recent results, blah blah blah. Number 2, performance. Now, this is important. How a fighter performs in a victory or defeat can be a factor to determine his place in the ratings. So, it depends how you lose, how you win. Is it a close fight? Is it a controversial fight? That factors in. And the number 3, track record. A fighter's accomplishment in the recent past can be a factor to determine his place in the ratings. This includes quality of opposition. All right, so we take a look at Devin Haney. Quality of opposition. I mean, that Kambosos win was a pretty big win, I guess. Not guess. Let's just give him credit. He was a champion. Kambosos was a champion. He beat the man who beat the man. All right, that's a good win. But prior to that, what else is there? You know what I mean? All right, we have Boom Boom Guy here. Boom Boom. What's up? And what do you think about this? Haney not in the pound for pound Ring Magazine list.
Boom Boom Guy. LDBC. What's up, Bucho?
What's up, man? Welcome.
Hey, so what I think about this, you know what I think? I think if you have a champion with the Ring Magazine belt and that champion is undisputed, he should be on the pound for pound list. They have no excuse for that. This is a crime. Would you not agree? Why would you leave him off, Bucho?
Well, his record's not outstanding. You know what I mean? Like this is part of their criteria. Again, track record. Number 3, a fighter's accomplishments in recent past can be a factor. That includes quality of opposition. Now, I agree Kambosos was quality of position in a way. I mean, he was the champ. He was the guy who beat the guy. But other than that, other than that Kambosos win, what else does he have?
Bucho, you skipped over something. You said accomplishment.
Yeah.
What bigger accomplishment is undisputed?
I mean,
is there not a bigger accomplishment?
Yeah, but think about this. It's not like he unified the division. He fought one guy and got all the belts. It's an accomplishment. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying it's not an accomplishment, but we're talking about we can only squeeze in 10 guys in there, man, on the list. 10 guys.
Okay, and I would make some replacements. Like 1, Lomachenko. I will replace Devin Haney with Lomachenko. Actually, put him higher on the list. And on top of that, no, he did not unify. Actually, the undisputed was a unification, sort of. But so once he received the WBC belt, which he got controversially, right? It was some weird stuff that happened with the WBC belt, but he defended it 4 times. So that should have cemented him as the champion. It's not like he just received the belt and then went to go fight for undisputed. He fought 3 former world champions.
I didn't even
defending that belt.
I didn't even mention how he got the belt, which we could have.
No, I'm just saying. You said he won all the belts. No, he had the WBC belt and he defended it 4 times, and on the 5th time he was undisputed against Kambosos.
All right, so let's say for the sake of argument, he did have a WBC belt, and then he fought a guy with 3 belts. So that was a unification fight. Still, it's not like he went. He was fighting IBF and the WBA and the WBO. He accomplished it in a fight. In one fight, he all of a sudden he's the undisputed champion. I don't know. I mean, it's a good win. Don't get me wrong. It sounds like I'm shitting him, but it's not pound for pound.
No, it's not.
Okay, somebody else talk. Somebody else.
Well, Haney forgot the part where it's one of the weakest undisputed belt of all times.
He's not even undisputed.
I'm not.
Wow, we're there. We're there.
No, we are
now?
there because that's the truth.
You have a computer. You have a computer. Look up who's undisputed.
Yeah, I built my computer. What about it?
Real boxing.
I built the
So we can
computer. What
talk
about it?
real boxing.
Yeah, I built
Those
the
are his
computer. What
builds.
about it?
He's filibustering. He's filibustering. We gotta argue stupid points because he won't acknowledge
Lomachenko made Haney.
undisputed champion.
He's the one that brought up a stupid point. That's why we're arguing with stupid points, because he brought it up. And
No, we can't even say that Devin Haney's undisputed. Are we
He
gonna
is
argue about
undisputed.
that?
No,
or
okay,
not?
okay,
I
don't
said
know.
that he
He's not
was,
undisputed.
and I said that he was. Never said that he didn't. Someone else
He's
did.
not undisputed though, Muck. He's not.
He is, man.
So T.O.
No, he's not.
T.O. and Cambosa is undisputed.
Those are his belts.
Damn.
Okay.
Yep.
Next
Lomachenko
point,
made Haney.
Lucho.
All right, hold
And
on.
just
hold
like
on.
how he made him, he's
Nah,
gonna break him.
Lomachenko never fought Haney.
All right, hold on, hold on. Let
Good
me
fight.
read. Let me hold on. Give me 2
It's
seconds.
the least resistance to being undisputed. Let's be real.
No,
Alright,
you're
this
right.
is-
Though. He's
hold
the
on, hold on.
weakest
Let
champ,
me
man.
just quickly. Let me read a
Weakest.
super. Guys. Let me read a
he's the
super
champion.
Yeah,
chat.
the most disrespected. I
Guys,
agree.
Let me read a super
Nah,
chat.
disagree with
Plutonium
that.
Loke says
Gayest champion.
Haney is a backfoot bitch with the easiest undisputed run in history.
Yes, sir.
Winning in a bomb fight. That's what Plutonium saying in the chat. And then we have Joker also in the chat with a super chat saying Haney's win over Camboso was fraudulent. Jab, then hold, then wait for referee to separate so Haney could reset. Worst champion in boxing history. All right, that's Joker with his opinion there. Was it the easiest undisputed run in recent history? I don't know. That Crawford's unification, what 140 was not that impressive either, right?
Yeah.
I mean, because he wasn't the best at 140, or
Well,
you think
but
he
I
would
mean,
have
the
did it no matter what?
opposition, the Indongo fight. I mean, I think his biggest win at 140 was Postol. Unfortunately, that wasn't for undisputed.
Fabricated
What's
champions.
Yeah.
Was Crawford the best at 140?
Yes, I think. Yes.
All right.
Yeah.
So he would have been undisputed no matter what.
Yes.
That's basically what undisputed means. You're the best at that weight division. So Devin Haney, I agree. He didn't beat the best at 135. Why?
didn't beat
Because there
nobody at
was a lot of
135.
upsets. No, before he beat Cambosa, everyone, Killer Cambosa, he's the best. He's going to beat Haney, and in his backyard.
It was a good win.
No one
Nobody's saying
said that.
Yeah,
No
No,
one said
no,
that.
no. We're
Fighter,
talking. Okay, see here. You think we're or you think some people are, on the like not talking. What's the word I'm looking for here? Anyways, I can't fucking speak today. It was a good win. The Cambosos was a good win, but it's not a pound for pound performance. It's not a pound for pound win. He is undisputed right now. He has the belts, but that's it. There's other guys with multiple top wins, like multiple fights, long careers, like Lomachenko, for example, with a lot of wins. That's more impressive than what Haney has accomplished.
A lot. Don't say a lot.
I
Don't
agree.
say a lot,
lot of
Lucho.
people, like for instance, Breedis,
Okay,
who
okay,
recently
I
lost.
excuse my
That dude
words.
has better
18 or
wins in his
19.
resume than Haney.
Raiders is pound for pound.
Listen,
Look,
there's only again.
Loma has a short career right now in the professional. I think he has 19 fights or 18, or he's 18-2 or 19-2.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Anybody
What
know
does
his
it
record?
matter?
Yeah, he don't have over 20 wins.
So what? No, but from the beginning, he was fighting top opposition. Are we talking about Lomachenko? Who are you talking
I mean,
about?
that's what happens. No, we're talking about Lomas. That's what happened when you get thrown in a title fight.
Yeah.
Your second fight.
He
Well, he
spent
lost
most of it
that
in
one,
the
but
amateurs.
Yeah, but because of the amateur pedigree.
yeah, that
he
was a
had.
mistake.
He has
but-
300 amateur pro fights.
Exactly, that was factored in. He's like, well, this guy has 300
That
amateur
That's
fights,
why he's so good.
2 gold medals or something. So yeah, he's ready.
Y'all forgetting too,
no,
man.
and
Loma
I agree with
collected
that.
belts, bro.
He's on another level.
All right,
Loma did not collect the belts. What are you talking about? He lost to
He
Tio.
got most
he
of the
did.
belts, man. Come on. The only one he was missing was the IBF, right? Am I right?
He dropped.
he
He
would've-
dropped the
He
He would have
WBC
beat
belt.
Lomachenko.
Fimo. He would have been undisputed, man. He
All those
collected
belts
all
are
the belts.
Lomachenko's.
Even the WBC regular, he had that belt. You remember that? He got it from who
Yep.
he fought, man.
No, he dropped it.
What was that dude's
Haney
name?
did. Shit.
Before he fought Tio, he dropped it.
No, he had him though. He collected all of them. That was his belt.
Yep.
No,
WBC,
he had the
that's
French
what
fries
you're
belt.
referring
He
to.
had the French fries belt.
The only belt
That
he was
wasn't a
missing
real
is the
belt.
IBF
All
belt,
those
bro.
belts
That's
belong
all he
to
was missing.
Lomachenko.
That's
The
wrong.
WCB was the
That's
only
wrong.
belt that was missing.
It was the
The
IBF.
WBC because he
Fimo had
dropped
it.
it.
Lomachenko made Haney.
No, he had the
Stop
WBC
saying that,
when he
man.
bit
Where the facts?
what's that guy's name? Fuck, man.
Haney wouldn't be nothing without Lomachenko.
Yeah, he collected all the
mean,
belts. I'm saying he got the belts. He didn't just beat a C-class fighter and got all of them.
All right, so
Because man, come on, we all know that fucking what's his name. We know Cambosos was a C-class fighter, bro. Come on, man. He got lucky with Teofimo. He will not
but
beat
some people
Teofimo
are going to
again.
argue
I
that
bet you $100 off the bank. He will not beat Teofimo again.
Yeah, but some people are going to argue that. Some people are going to argue that
that's got to be a mentally and physically healthy Tio in order for that to happen.
Yeah, but the thing is, some people are going to say, well, Cambosos beat the guy who beat the guy, right? So therefore, Haney should be above Lomachenko, because if Lomachenko couldn't beat Teo...
Of course.
Yeah, but that's not how it works.
I disagree with that, Butcher, because a lot of people want to oversleep the fact that Tio was going through a life crisis in that situation.
Oh, come on. This is sports.
He didn't even
Everyone
lose.
does.
Lomachenko won that fight 12-0.
It's funny because all these guys are talking shit about it. When it happened to them, it'd be different.
Hey,
Yeah,
how
they'd be
many?
crying with
How,
his
didn't
bags.
Brett Favre lost his father and went and had one of the greatest games of all time. A lot of people lose family members and dedicate their performance to their lost family members. So
yeah, well, try having a
What are we
son.
talking
Try
about
having a son, and the fucking baby's mom is taking your son away from you.
Oh, more than a dead family member. Yeah, okay. Come on, like you're a boxer.
No,
You
think about
deal
it.
with shit.
Did that person live a fulfilling life? Yes or no?
What are you talking about? It's a death.
What are you
And
talking
they went
about,
in the
man?
ring after
You're
a
just
death.
rattling on
I'm
for no
talking
reason.
about. I'm talking about sports. In sports, there are players who go through things and they use it to make a greater performance, like a dead loved one. I'll give an example. Brett Favre lost his father and then went out and had a miraculous game. I don't know the stats, but it was hot. So you can't say, "Oh, baby daddy drama."
I didn't say baby daddy. I said baby mama.
All right, same thing. I'm just
It's
same
not
thing.
the same thing, man. I'm not. I don't know, but I doubt he's homosexual.
So he said he was hurt. Tio said he was hurt. That's the only excuse that can be valid. But then again, a lot of people, Loma said he was hurt, and Tio said, stop making excuses. So that came back to bit him in the ass. You can't make an excuse about being hurt if you told Loma not to.
He wasn't.
Do you agree with that?
No, because when you look at the conferences, you could see it in his body gestures and shit like that. Like you could tell it was affecting him on a mental level. And I brought it up.
And Loma
it.
said he was perverted. At the end of the day, no excuse. He lost, fair and square. A lot of people said he lost. So that was it. So Cambosa was the man.
Let's say he lost.
Cambosa was the lineal champ.
All right, let's hear Jimmy here. Jimmy, go ahead.
He's not.
I mean, who has Haney beat? That's elite.
Nobody.
Give me one. Give me two
He
names.
beat a featherweight and a 50-year-old man. There you go. I'll give you two names.
Cambosa, Jojo Diaz. He beat.
Man, he's not elite.
told you.
Come on, man.
I just told you.
Let's say give me some weight that's elite.
I just told you.
I mean, former
featherweight and a 50-year-old man.
Okay, I think who's elite to you? How about that? Who's elite to you?
Give me.
If you held a belt, if you're a
how many
champion,
belts did he collect? How many champions? How many belts did he collect? Has he collect?
All of them.
No, how many does he collect?
He collected all of them, just not all at the same time.
Just for one by a C-class fighter, right?
Lomachenko did.
He got his belts from a guy that beat somebody that was fucked up. You know what I'm saying? And the guy that beat him was a C-class fighter, which is Cambosos. Man, Cambosos trash. We all know that shit. You know.
Is all right. So what do you rank Tio?
He's never going to be champion again, man.
What do you rank Tio?
Tio?
What do you rank Tio?
At the time, he was elite, you know. At the time.
Okay,
right now, I don't know about
Cambosa beating elite.
Did you see the fight though, man? Cambosa is not elite, bro. He's not. He's a C-class fighter. You know that shit, man. Who is Cambosa's beating? Who has Cambosa's beating besides Teofimo? No, besides him. Who else? Give me another name.
It doesn't matter. All you need.
I have a question. Boom Boom guy. Hold on. Boom Boom guy. When Teofimo Lopez beat,
that's what I'm talking. That's elite, bro. Not no fucking fluke. You're talking about fluke.
All right. when Teofimo Lopez beat Lomachenko, where did you rate him, Boom Boom?
Oh, he was the best in the division because Loma was the biggest name. Loma beat my guy, Gary Russell Jr. So you said not pound for pound. I wouldn't say pound for pound.
He won every round.
Wait a minute, what? Okay, so why should Haney beat pound for pound if he just beat one guy?
Because he didn't beat one guy. Bucci, you gotta add up all the former world champions he beat, and then he went to a guy's backyard in Australia where Pacquiao was robbed, and he beat him 12 rounds to 0.
But Breeders has more solid wins than he does, and better wins on his resume. He's not on the pound for pound.
Devin Haney's 23 and he's undisputed.
I don't care.
Devin Haney's back from the
biggest resistance in order to become undisputed.
So in a young age, he's already accomplished undisputed. That's why he's on my pound for pound list.
He's not undisputed though.
And he's chasing Loma. And he was chasing Phil.
Nah, he ain't really chasing shit, bro. Honestly, man. Just because they lied to Loma. No, that's because they lied to you about it. They said that Loma ducked him. He never ducked him. Haney was never mandatory. The WBC never called a fight. You know that, right? Loma chose to fight Teofimo on that fight. He chose to fight.
You know who else took Lomachenko? Tank Davis.
For the IP. You remember that, right?
Yeah, I do remember that. So basically what happened was Lomachenko had to Bob Arum, Lomachenko had to petition to become WBC franchise. In doing so, he vacated his WBC regular belt. Do you remember
what
that?
I'm talking about is people saying that Haney was the mandatory, right? At the time.
He was.
That was bullshit.
He was next up.
No, he was next up, but he was never mandated. He was never mandated to fight Loma, right? The WBC never mandated that fight. So he cannot have been mandatory, man. You see what I mean? People bullshitting out here talking about mandatory.
He was never the mandatory, and he couldn't be the mandatory. That was a part of the agreement when he took control of the belt. They handed him the belt with the stipulation: if you take this, you are not them. You cannot force a mandatory. That's just how it is because he's the franchise. He could have said, "No, man, fuck that. I want a shot at Loma." If this, so that's how it is. It is as far as is what he did a young man. Listen, I'm not going to bash Haney. He traveled to Australia. I'll give him props to that. I don't think he's. His style isn't my cup of tea, but I'm not going to label him boring. It is what it is. But if you look at what Loma did, by his third professional fight, he won a fucking world title. He was a 3-division champion faster than any fighter in boxing history. By 17 fights, he fought 11 current or ex-world champions. He has only 18 professional fights. If he was to retire today, he's a first ballot Hall of Famer. Those are the facts. So that's all I got to say.
To Jimmy.
And Jimmy, I agree that Loma is a special talent. I didn't say that before. I actually said it on a different show. It came out of my mouth. I think you're getting to me. He is a special talent. But when it comes to that WBC franchise belt, you said he wasn't a mandatory. So what is a mandatory? Mandatory means you're next up to challenge the champion for the belt. If the guy vacates the belt, you don't need to mandate anything. You just, I think you're supposed to fight for a vacant title, but they just gave it to Haney. So he didn't need to become the true mandatory because the champion vacated the belt. Do you understand that?
He vacated because they offered him the franchise. Well, he got because the BC came out the franchise for special fighters. So whether he asked for it regardless, it was a special belt put out by the WBC. So he grabbed it. My point is this, dude, right? If he said, didn't fight Haney, but then fought, say, fucking the Cuban, the broken down Cuban dude, instead of fighting Teofimo Lopez. But we're talking about someone who chose to fight Teofimo Lopez over Devin Haney. If that's a duck, how is in any world is that a duck? We just got to look at the nuances of it. And I'm not bad-mouthing Haney. I say it all the time. The kid's he's got one of the best jabs. He fights, he knows what to do to win. And So it's not like I'm a fucking Haney fucking hater. And I'll be honest, dude. And you can go back and anyone who looks at my history. When Lomachenko first tried to fight for a title when he first came around, it kind of pissed me off. I'm a traditionalist. I don't like shit that changes. I didn't like someone coming right out of the Olympics fighting for him. I'm like, no, man, fighting, do your dues. But then I realized, what the fuck would he have done? What would they put him in 8-round fights against fucking, imagine how bad he would have hurt those dudes. So it was a kind of a reason they did that. And I didn't realize until I started really watching them. But, listen, I can understand why Haney's a little upset, but it's nuances count. If you look at his last 4 opponents for the run of that, unified title, it's weak.
Hey, Jimmy, you're breaking up, man.
Yes,
Jimmy, you're breaking up.
Sorry.
You're breaking
Break it up, Jimmy.
Are you outside? Where are you, man?
I'm driving home.
Oh, okay, that's why. All right, wait, let me
I'll be home in a few minutes. Yep.
Yeah. Let me just read a super chat from Slugger Sam. In the chat, he says, BDA, aka the best boxing channel in the world, aka the Peacemakers, aka the Children of God. All right. Well, Slugger Sam, thank you for the super chat. You can join us by clicking the link. Plutonium, thank you for your contribution. Again, he says, Haney's nose versus Ellerby's nose for undisputed September 17th. I think the date's already taken. But, yeah, that's a good idea. But anyways.
Won't be any air left.
All right. So, guys, I don't know if you saw the pound for pound list. I'm going to make it bigger again. So, Usyk, number 1. Inoue, number 2. Crawford, then Spence Jr., then Canelo, then Lomachenko, then Bivol, Taylor, Jermell, and Beterbiev. I think Boom Boom said he would take out Lomachenko and replace him with Haney. Is there another guy? Is there another guy there that you guys are like, well, you know what? That doesn't make fucking sense.
Crawford, I would lower
that was too high up.
Crawford should not be on that list.
You're crazy. He's undisputed at. Come on, man. You're crazy. Who would you replace with Crawford?
Let me see.
Wait a minute. I think Crawford.
Yeah,
I'm thinking who should I replace him? I'm thinking exactly who should I replace him with. Let me see. No, hang on.
I would move Spence Jr. down on that list.
Yes, I was about to say that. I think Spence a little bit high, man. Because he has
the only reason Usyk is on there. The only reason Usyk is on there is because he was undisputed at cruiserweight. Because I now agree that heavyweight shouldn't be on the list. But he did win undisputed at cruiserweight, so that puts him on the list.
All right.
Oh, you know what? You know who should replace Crawford? Estrada or Roman Gonzalez.
Right, they took.
You're crazy.
Chocolatito was there, but I think they removed him.
That's racism, Bucho.
I think so.
Yeah.
And Inoue will get on the list when he becomes undisputed.
Hey, what about Bivol? He only has. He's a unified champion.
Nah.
Is he? No. How many belts does? No, he only has the WBO belt, right?
One.
WBA. It is WBA.
WBA
has most of the belts.
Okay, WBA. He has a win against Canelo, but that's it, right?
That's it.
So.
Yeah, he that was all hype. He shouldn't be on the list.
Yeah, Beterbiev has more bouts than Bivol.
Yo, you're right. What the fuck? How come Beterbiev? Yo, that doesn't make sense. It's a Canelo.
Yeah, see, a lot of that shit in that list don't make sense.
I guess it's because...
Shakur Stevenson he holds the Ring magazine belt, and he's not on there.
Right, and I told you this. A Japanese guy also. This guy Hiroto Kyoguchi. He's a WBA junior flyweight champion. He's also the Ring magazine champion. He's not there. Nobody's complaining about this guy. Nobody cares about Asians, right? Is that Racism.
I watched a good video today.
Black people hate Asians.
I can actually inform y'all on some stuff.
Have you seen the news?
Because De La Hoya bought Ring magazine in 2007, right?
Yeah, and I remember Broner was number 4 at some point.
And you remember before 2007, the list was dominated by black fighters. After 2007 when De La Hoya bought it, it was only one.
When De La Hoya bought it, Broner ended up at number 4. And you weren't saying racism.
Yeah, but
or
I'm saying,
Bro, top 5.
How can Broner be number 4? No, he was never a top 10. He was number 4. So come on, man, that was rigged or something. I don't know what the fuck happened then. And he was under the podium.
Hey, you know Broner was fucking that guy before he wasn't, right?
No,
he was the next Floyd Mayweather.
He wasn't top 10.
I mean, I'm not gonna argue that, but I'm just saying he was really hyped.
There was some, there was some hype.
Just like I think
remember.
Black people. But that's about it.
He was in the top 10 pound for pounder. That's my whole point. He was number 4 on top of that. Number 4.
Yeah,
and they're comparing him like he was some ATG when he's not.
I don't know, man. It's hey, I say take Loma out and put Devin Haney. Put some respect on his name.
Nah, hell no. He hasn't beaten nobody, man. He has not beaten nobody, bro.
It's not. It's not your opinion. It's the fact. It's the fact of the matter that his best win is what for the bout a C-level opposition. Yeah, I'm not putting him number 1.
So why isn't Tio on the list if Tio beat Loma? And Tio has 1 loss.
Because he has Lomachenko's a 2-division champion. No, 3-division. 1, 2, 3 division champion.
And for the same reason why people who beat Sugar Ray Robinson aren't considered the best fighters in the world.
History. But no, right? Tio had a little bit more success.
The Raging Bull.
No, I mean that's a good point, but I'm just saying Tio beat Loma. They're in the same division, and Tio was a unified champ. I would say he should be on the list.
You want to now start talking about okay, I understand, but boom, let's talk about accomplishments. So compare Lomachenko's career with Teofimo.
Okay, Tio beat Loma. Loma did not beat Tio.
But that's all you're looking at. You're not looking at like the fact that he was a featherweight champion, junior lightweight champion, and then you have Gary Russell Jr. in there. You have that what's that guy, the Jamaican guy? You have Regan Dow. Who else do you have? You have British guy there. I forgot his name. Sorry, right now I can't remember names. But he was beating top guys, and he was beating champions, Linares. I mean, you name it. This guy has a better record than Teofimo Lopez. That's a fact.
But what I'm saying is, Tio beat the guy who beat Gary Russell Jr. and all the people you named.
All right. No, but
and became unified champion. Tio has 1 loss.
Yes.
So I mean, it's not too far away.
Yeah, but also
since he beat him, why didn't he rematch him then?
Because he was scared. That's why.
Not only that. Then Lomachenko beat the Japanese guy who was a good top contender. He destroyed him. So performance-wise, he's putting in like he's not just putting on close fights or boring fights. This guy's destroying top contenders. So he's showing that he's a pound for pounder.
The best, Bucho.
Okay, Tio moved up division, chasing greatness, what you guys like to say, and he beat a guy at 140.
Yeah, who was that?
A guy with a nice record.
Nah, but no,
a guy with a nice record. Was it Campa? Was it his name Campas?
Taco Bell.
Yeah, he wasn't ranked very high.
No, he was a soft touch.
But he moved up and chased greatness.
He listen. If he starts winning belts at 140, obviously this guy's gonna start making it into the pound for pound list. Yeah. A win with Lomachenko, a win against Lomachenko, and then belts at 140? Absolutely, but not yet. Recognize the Matrix in the chat. Thank you for... no, he didn't contribute, but shout out to Recognize the Matrix. Should be joining us later. I mean, not today, but eventually. He's very busy right now. The whole panel. Some forgot Loma took franchise to fight hold on. Some forget Lomachenko took the franchise belt to fight Teofimo Lopez for Undisputed, while Haney chose the interim route, knowing he would not be mandated for the WBC and Loma.
Like a pussy.
Exactly. Well,
Can we put this?
Yeah, no. We're not going to talk about that again.
All right, so I'll say this. I'll just say this. I respect Loma. Loma's a good fighter. But what I'm saying is I'm not saying Tio deserves to be on the list. I'm saying Loma doesn't. Because if Loma does, then Tio does. That's all I was saying. So both of those guys don't deserve to be on the list.
Right. That's a good point.
Over Haney.
All right. So over Haney. That's an interesting point of view now. Now, before Logical Man jumps in, Rider of the Storm, thank you for your contribution. He says, boom, boom, stop crying racism. If Oscar was messing with the rankings, Munguia or Zurdo Ramirez would be on the ring top 10. All right. That's a good point. That's a good point. Exactly. Logical Man, go ahead.
No, it's not. I'm not.
It's a great point.
What happened?
Logical, you want to say something? You said both of them shouldn't be on the list?
Yeah, I was saying that if he's saying that if Loma's on the list, then Till can be on the list because he beat him. And that makes sense. You know, I mean, what other standpoint do you want to go from?
With one loss, while Loma has 2 losses.
It doesn't matter. That's a legal
the
loss.
losses.
Lomachenko's undefeated. He's never lost a fight.
It does. The losses only matter when you're comparing a guy that close,
He's
right?
never lost though.
You do realize pound for pound came from a fighter that had losses, right?
Exactly. And if you lose, it depends on what the quality of fighter you lost to. If you lost to a world champion or a top 10, is it really, that bad of a loss, or you just, fought the best of the best and it just happened? Somebody got to lose.
Yeah, but you can't count. That's a little loss took place a long time ago. Like, are you still remembering that loss? And it's come on, doesn't make sense.
No, and it's
what I'm saying is
you get losses when you fight the best. That tends to happen, and especially when neither one of them would rematch him. That has something to do with it too.
No, look, and I'm not saying losses disqualify you. I'm saying if you're going to compare T.O. to Loma, you then look at the losses. T.O. beat Loma, and T.O. only has 1 loss. That's what I'm saying.
Why are we looking at the losses and not the wins?
Yeah, but hey, I get where Rebbe coming from the field, but you can't look at those losses like that, man. You can't look at those losses like that because you know who you lose to. He didn't lose to a bum. I mean, and it's arguably speaking that a rematch he would have won. So can't completely say that.
If you're undefeated,
I don't think you guys are getting it.
No, I
don't think you guys are getting it.
No, we do get it. You're a dumbass.
Wait, hold on.
I get where you're coming from.
You're comparing 2 guys: the guy that beat the guy and the guy that lost to the guy. So why is Loma over T.O. on the list?
He's the best.
We're going back. Okay, wait, hold on. Super chat.
That's true, though. That's true.
The Funked Up is thank you for your contribution. He says if Bezos was messing with the rankings, Biden would have won. Wait, I think he's implying something here, something legal. But thank you for your contribution. Thank you for your super chat.
Got robbed.
Hey, let me respond to that right quick, Bucho.
Yes.
So what I was saying is when De La Hoya bought Ring Magazine, prior to that, every year it was dominated by black fighters. I'm not in the year he bought it.
Yeah,
I think it only had 1
That's
black fighter.
They were dominating.
So I'm not saying it's racism. I'm just saying. Okay,
maybe they were dominating. Now they're not. Face the facts. They're not.
Okay. All right.
I mean, I remember Roy Jones was there. There you had. I mean, let's go back to 2004 or whatever. Who'd you have? Roy Jones, Hopkins.
2007.
2007. Okay, I don't remember.
That far back. 2008 maybe.
Who did you have in 2007? Floyd. Hopkins was probably still there, I guess. He beat Tarver. He beat Tarver. Pacquiao. You had a lot of African Americans, yeah. So what? Like now things change. Fuck, let's move on. Like,
nobody cares.
There's no conspiracy. There's no conspiracy. Is that what you're thinking?
Okay, but I'm just saying the list is flawed right now. So
no, it's not.
The list is flawed
there's not
right
enough
now.
African Americans. Come on, man.
It's flawed. Crawford shouldn't be on the list.
No, I'm talking about today, right now. As of right now, who agrees with the list? Who don't think Devin Haney should be on the list?
Fuck, give me your top 5.
He shouldn't be on the list. He shouldn't even be in boxing.
Be on the list. Hell no.
He shouldn't even be in boxing.
Nah, I think he should. Well, he's boring as fuck, but he should be on the list because he did get undisputed. So you can't really say that.
I mean, shit though. He hasn't been in nobody though.
Yeah. So I put Haney at the bottom because he hasn't had top opposition. That's the only reason why I haven't put him on the top.
He's on the list.
And the other reason why I didn't put him on the top is part of his game plan is basically illegal. That excessive clinching.
He's not on any list.
Have you ever played sports?
Let him beat Tank and Loma at 135, and he gets a spot on the top 10.
No, hell no. He beats them. Now he gets higher than top 10. Who the hell just said that? He gets the top 5.
I said that, man. That's why I said that. He hasn't beaten nobody, bro.
Surge. What's up, Surge?
That doesn't make any sense.
Do you like JoJo Diaz?
Doesn't make any sense.
JoJo Diaz.
JoJo Diaz a good win?
No, it's not. He's a featherweight.
That doesn't make him a great win. I mean, it's decent.
It's not a good win.
It's
not.
JoJo Diaz wasn't even the top guy at that division.
He was a featherweight.
Yeah, exactly. It's like he's moving up.
I'm just counting former world champions, but you guys don't, value former world champions.
That's what people do. He still beat him.
It sounds like you want to overrate certain former champions. Like, yeah, I'm not gonna do that. Especially when there's other guys that would have beaten that guy anyways.
I have a question.
How about I give my top 10?
Top 10? Fuck.
What for?
All right.
And you guys tell me if you disagree.
All right, but let's start from.
I disagree.
Let's start from number. Go from 10 up, so there's more suspense.
Yeah.
So 10, I got Shakur Stevenson. 9, I got.
Okay, hold on.
Wait, it's not bad. Let him talk.
No, but hold on. I can't. I have to go. Like, it takes time for me to look at the fucking. I have to find the names here. Hold on. Give us the reason why you have Shakur number 10.
Because he basically is the best at 130, and I believe he's going to be undefeated. And he beat
all right, they're
Jimmy,
all set.
you need to mute your mic, Jimmy.
How absurd.
All right.
Hey,
sorry about that.
No problem. Number 10, Stevenson. All right. Number 9.
9, I'm gonna put Better V there.
Oh.
Big win over Josh Smith and 100% knockout rating.
All right.
Yep.
I agree.
It's good, yeah.
All right.
He goes good so far.
Yeah, no problem so far. Number 8.
Number 8. I'm gonna put Inawu because he holds 3 belts just like Better V.
All right.
And he's about to fight for undisputed. So.
All right. Number 7.
So 7, I got Canelo. Even coming off a loss, he's still undisputed.
There you go. That's it. That's what I'm talking about. Lomachenko. You keep talking about the loss, but anyways, Canelo's number 7.
Yeah. Can I at least say something to defend the Canelo thing? At least Canelo has belts. I can at least say that.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
I just said he's undisputed.
Yeah. All right. Next.
So where we at? 6?
6.
Yeah, 6. Come on.
Jermell Charlo.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a good one.
Undisputed.
I agree.
That's a good one, yeah.
5, I got Spence.
Who?
Spence. I'm
Errol
surprised.
Spence.
I thought you were gonna place him higher in the rankings. Okay. 4.
4, I got Devin Haney.
Oh shit! What the fuck, man? I don't agree with that.
This is trash.
No, just let him finish. Let him finish.
3.
Why?
Hey, I'm gonna jump to 1 because I got confused. So
No,
I
want to see 3, 2, and 1.
Yeah, you fucked up. I'm pretty sure because I think you have Haney and Spence too low on your list. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you have them.
Hey. So 1, I got Usyk. He's a heavyweight, but he was undisputed at cruiserweight.
Right.
Then 2, I got Crawford, undisputed Crawford.
I don't mean undisputed.
He's never been undisputed though.
He's
140, right?
Crawford is undisputed at 140.
He was undisputed.
He's no longer undisputed.
Usyk was undisputed at cruiserweight.
He's right. Yeah.
But still, anyways.
Once you're undisputed, you're always undisputed.
All right, so there's a name missing here. What the fuck? Who's
number 3? I don't know. I forgot.
You fucked up, man.
Hey, I forgot. I'm not gonna lie. Hey, that's you. No, I already put Spence. Yeah, move Spence up.
I would rearrange a lot of these names, but that's me.
This ain't.
No, I'm drawing a blank.
You fucked it up.
Rearrange. That's it. It's not too bad.
It's not a bad list. It's just for Haney. He can't be in there, man.
Yeah, to be honest, you're right. It's not a bad list.
Haney stays on there.
Could be number 10 or 9
Haney's
or something.
number 10. That's why Haney's number 10. Any fool not putting Haney in number 10 is obviously a retard.
Yeah, if I have to put Haney in, I would put him 10. Yeah.
Yeah, he's
reasonable.
He's definitely not top 5 at all, but he's number 10. If he beats Saloma, I'll give him up there to like number 5 maybe.
Hey, I have a question for Boom Boom. How come you have Haney above Jermell?
Exactly. What the hell?
Yeah, explain that.
Because Haney is the youngest undisputed champion at lightweight. Well, he's just the youngest, but first at lightweight in the 4-belt division, 4-belt era.
How about this? Zilly Zhang was the oldest prospect I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah.
Should we put him on the pound for pound list?
So that's what I'm saying. Age
no, it's
matter,
not criteria. The age. I mean, come on.
That don't matter. It's who you fight.
How can somebody put Inui that low?
Yeah, bro. Inui is top 5.
Inui,
I put him above
why.
Betterbeef.
That's
Hey,
racist.
and someone actually made a good point. What's his name? Dalinara, the guy he beat, the old guy. What was he? 42 years old.
Donito Donaire.
Oh, Donaire.
Was he 42 years old when
42.
and I was
38. Well, whatever.
and that was
So
his best win?
Old as shit. He was older than Luis Ortiz.
Yeah, but the guy, unlike Luis Ortiz, this guy was still a champion and a top contender. Ortiz, I don't know what the fuck he was. I mean, after he lost against Wilder.
True, but the Nito was like, a fossil.
I mean, he wasn't. He wasn't pro.
Yeah, but that's not his best win either. I don't think.
Bam Rodriguez. That's going to be a future pound for pound.
Hey, if Unau beats Fulton, but he got to move up to beat Fulton. So I don't know. If he becomes undisputed, I'll put him higher.
In the chat, Bushido Kai or Key, he says in the super chat, Jake Paul pound for pound number 1. Hey, you never know in the future.
Knocking niggas out
on the casual list.
Hey, when is Fundora fighting again?
Soothsayer, what's up?
November, isn't he?
I believe October 5th. Is it?
I'm not sure, man. Somebody check it out.
I know it's in October though. He's fighting fucking Carlos Ocampo, bro. What the fuck? Like, bro, what the hell, dude? But I can't lie though. Like, even though Spence watched that dude, fast as fuck, Ocampo was doing a good fight with Kuchin. He actually was fighting pretty well, but he just got an ass destroyed by Earl.
Yeah, with that Earl Spence fight, how long did it last? 2 rounds or something?
1 round, I think. But it shows kind of levels because that dude Ocampo actually been fighting other opposition pretty well. So I'm surprised.
Yeah, could be a good test, I guess. Paper Tiger, thank you for your super chat. Lomachenko has proven himself by being consistent, showing boxing skill time and time again against bigger guys. Teo and Haney haven't done that. Can name 5 flyweights more skilled than he can name 5 flyweights more skilled than Teofimo or Devin Haney. All right, Paper Tiger.
But hey, Bucho, what I can say about that Fundora, I don't like how you go from Sergio Garcia to fucking Carlos Ocampo. That's not really a bigger test. Sergio Garcia is more of a bigger test than Carlos Ocampo, man.
Well, I don't know who's managing him.
That's fucking terrible. Sergio Garcia is way fucking better. That dude gave him big issues, and Tony Harrison just dusted Sergio. So that's why I said 154 is fucking crazy right now.
I mean, I want to see Fundora against maybe Danny Garcia. That would be a good fight, but I don't know when Danny Garcia
Tony Harrison, bro. That'd be good.
But Tony Harrison was in the crowd when Danny Garcia was fighting. So I don't know. Maybe they're planning something, right? That's the idea that I got. That's a nice fight. Okay, but
that'd be good, man.
In the meantime, what do you guys think Charlo should do, Jermel?
He's already going to fight Tim Tszyu.
Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah,
you forgot about that. That's a good solid fight, bro. I like that. That's another top 10 taken down.
Yeah.
But that motherfucker tough, man. I wouldn't be surprised if Tim Tszyu win. That dude is a strong motherfucker, man. That dude's a big dude.
He's all right.
Good fight. Maybe not experienced enough. Who
knows, man?
Yeah, 154 is. I mean, I gotta give props to Jermel for unifying. That's why I'm like, I don't know why some people have him below Haney.
Yeah, that's crazy, dude. That don't make no sense to me. That's fucking insane. And he's in tougher fights. I'm just being honest. I mean, who seen a Haney fight and was like, oh, this is 50-50 right here? No one probably done that.
Nobody.
At least in Jermel fought, we're like, holy shit, this guy could lose. Holy shit, 50-50. Like, same with the Harrison fight. It was like, oh shit, anyone can win.
And how come nobody's bringing up a Jermel lost against Harrison?
Well, because he avenged it. That's probably why. Because when you avenge that loss,
you can still say, well, a pound for pounder doesn't lose to a guy like Tony Harrison.
Bucho, you're an asshole, man.
That's why.
Hey, yeah, well, the thing is, he got the opportunity to redeem himself. Loma hasn't.
That's true. That's very true.
Hey, real quick, what the fuck is Robert Garcia gonna do with Anthony Joshua now? Besides pick up a check. I mean, that was so.
Is he still gonna be? Well, is he still gonna be working with AJ or what's? Did you guys hear anything?
Probably not.
I haven't heard anything.
No, for what?
I don't think so.
I fucking doubt it.
It's just a check. He's gonna pick up his son. Peter's gonna go. Is picking up the check and that's it.
He gonna go pick up his government check and get out of there.
There's no. That was such a waste of fucking time, and that makes Bucho. What I said came true, bro. These fucking color channels are saying that the Mexican style cannot compete. You know,
I think he did a good job with AJ, but I think AJ improved. No, we all agree AJ improved, right? He did better.
Yeah, hell yeah, he improved. That was way better.
So I mean, we gotta give.
Did you hear what they're saying?
No,
they're saying, oh, he should have taken Mayweather. He should have trained with Mayweather. He shouldn't have been enough.
Man,
he's gonna fucking do the shoulder roll. He's gonna be doing the shoulder roll.
Yeah, the shoulder
He's
roll.
big for that shit, man.
He's gonna pay off the judges.
Yeah. Bucho, he's gonna use his forearms and elbows and shit like that.
Fuck, nah.
AJ made a great selection with the Mexican style because you need to be aggressive and go for the body shot. Not no fucking let me try to box him and be defensive. That's stupidest shit you can do with Usyk. You're gonna get your ass whooped. If you're not Tyson Fury, it's game over for you. Simple as.
AJ's just too fucking heavy though. He's too muscular, too slow.
He's too robotic.
Too robotic, exactly. And when he got tired, he reverted back to being a slow oaf, whatever you wanna fucking call it. But
AJ doesn't have heart.
He was heart.
No, he has heart, man. I don't think he has heart. He's just tired, man. I don't think he doesn't have
heart. He had a little more heart.
No, but you need to have heart to the point where, like, I'm not scared to get knocked out. He's still scared to get knocked out. He always in the back of his mind. He doesn't let that shit go. You know, not 100%, not 100%.
Yeah, no matter what nobody say, even though Walter was got his ass whooped by Fury on that second fight, but that motherfucker heart, man, he was getting up like fighting. You know, wasn't fucking around. He wasn't quitting and looking all. I don't want to fight anymore. He was fighting, dude. He was really. Yeah, take me out. You know.
Yeah.
I respect that because he wasn't going down like a bitch. He was like, "You gotta, kill my ass," basically.
Yeah, that's true. I agree with that.
You gotta respect that.
But he was out. And
Sleep. Hey, that's what it takes, man. Sometimes that's what it takes, right?
Hell yeah.
Get that stretcher out there.
And you can either get down on your fucking knees like a bitch or fall down like a soldier.
But I don't respect that Wilder didn't want to shake Fury's hand after the fight, though.
Yeah, I didn't like that shit. He's like, I don't respect you. I didn't like that shit. That wasn't cool. But hey, you realize that he's more like at peace now. I know that he really want to say, Fury helped me out and I respect Fury, but he can't say it because them fucking retards that in his head, all that. You was cheated, champ. All that bullshit.
What do you mean Fury helped me out?
Like basically make him more at peace. Like right now I see, Walter's jogging now, bro. That's crazy. He's finally fucking jogging. Because you gotta think about it, that loss really affected him to do something different, bro. Like he's more at peace.
Are you talking about after the second fight or the third fight? Because I don't know. He lost pretty bad after the second fight, and he didn't take it seriously. So now it took two beatings.
The third fight.
It took 2 beatings for him to wake up.
The third fight, man. That's what it takes. The third fight show his.
That's amazing.
Jogging's not going to help his boxing ability, though, is it?
So his stamina doesn't mean anything. His stamina, man, it shows that he's trying to improve. I don't care what the hell you're saying about that. It just shows at least he's trying to do something different and not just do the same shit over and over.
Well, so he can improve his cardio, but he's still going to be missing. So, I agree with I think that's Mirage. So I agree with him.
To be honest, I think I have better boxing skills than Wilder. To be honest, me personally.
Well, most people,
that's his level. Like
I think more people have. He has.
Yeah, he can't box.
Yeah, Walter boxing skills not all that, but the dude, he's a fighter, man.
He's an octopus.
Fucking power.
When he got beaten up by Andy Ruiz he trained with Klitschko for the second fight.
The can man, we can barely hear you, man. We can barely hear you.
Hell?
You need to boost up your volume.
Yo, Butcher, you could also, if you do it yourself, will he?
No, only for myself. No, it's only for myself and the stream. But if I boost his volume, you guys won't hear the boost. So
how do I sound, by the way?
That's his shit, man.
Yeah. How do I sound, by the way, Bucho?
You guys sound okay. It's just the can man sounds very fucking low.
Yeah, boost that guy's volume and turn down Logical Man's volume. I'll settle for
I
that.
remember.
Hey, no, turn your volume down. How about you don't use a fucking dollar store mic? That's the difference.
I got a new mic. I sound badass now.
And Can Man is using a can. That's why it's hard to hear him.
Hey guys, in the chat, King KO says it's too late for Wilder to do road work. He's 37 in October.
Yeah.
Hey, that's real. That's real. I've been said that, but you never know, shit. But still, though, he should have got his ass whooped 3 years ago. That would have been better.
Well, he's a heavyweight. They last longer, but still.
True.
BDA in the chat says, hit the like, guys. Hit the like button. Hit the like. Help the channel. How did we end up talking about heavyweights here? We were talking about Jermel, pound for pound list. I mean, Devin Haney. I mean, fuck it, man. I don't think he should be above Jermel Charlo. And it's funny how, and nobody's complaining about this. Like all these other channels, oh, Haney's not there, blah blah blah. But no, they don't mention Jermel. I don't know. Do they like Jermel? What's going on?
You know why? You know why, King Bucho? Is because Jermel's not, playing that victimhood shit. He's a proud American, and he out there whooping ass, and, getting shit done. They don't like that. They don't like when a person is proud and they playing fucking victim and kissing ass. And they don't like that. But since Haney's dad always on these channels, focus to them. He's number one. He's top of the top. But because Jamel's like, hey man, fuck you. I'm not kissing your ass. I'm a fucking American. I do what I gotta do. Ain't no victimhood. This is boxing. I'm getting it done. They don't like to hear that.
Get that money. Yep.
Yeah. Good point. That could be
I've
it.
seen what's his name? Bill Haney. He rides with the LDBC, right?
Well, to it, he's on all these channels. To be real with you, he's like on a lot of shit. He's promoting his son heavily. But because he's on, he does reach out to LDBC. They give him more of a leg up on everybody else.
I've seen him wearing a shirt LDBC or nothing or something like that. He was wearing a shirt, bro. So he fucking with him.
Yeah, shit, hell yeah. Because shit, I'm not gonna lie, man. I don't know how he been doing it, but them motherfuckers been showing proof. They've been buying tickets, so I'm surprised.
All right, let's move on to another topic then. Somebody in the chat said he can't wait for Paper Tiger says I am excited for Triple G versus Canelo 3. I love watching them fight. Yeah, that's gonna be an interesting fight. What else do we have coming up, guys?
Reese and
Bivol.
Reese Ortiz. Let me see. What we got?
That's tomorrow, ain't it?
Well, it's in a few months.
Reese Ortiz in a few months.
No, that's next weekend. Not this weekend. Yeah.
It's next month. Next month on the 5th, you guys. I think 5th. Yeah, 5th. I believe so.
Who's fighting tomorrow?
Shit, I have no idea.
I'll check it up. I'll look it up right now.
I think there ain't no fights. Hey, guys, y'all guys are gonna hate me for saying this, man, but I gotta say this. Carissa Shields versus Savannah Marshall. What y'all think?
You're out of your fucking mind.
Hey, I'm hyped for it, man. I'm hyped for it.
Sports, that's what I think.
There's a lot of shit talking, and I really want to see this fight. So, hey.
Hey, when's Ring IQ? When's Ring IQ gonna have Clarissa on there? He don't like black people either.
What the fuck?
Nah, that's not true.
Oh, hey, guys.
That's not true. Shoot.
Guess what?
I'm mad at him saying the truth. Calm down.
No, I didn't say that. I just said, what's up?
Well.
All right.
Ring IQ. He's Dominican.
Tomorrow,
you guys.
Jose Pedraza, Richard Comey, guys. 10 rounds, junior welterweight. So, yeah. Pedraza. Comey is moving up in weight. Richard Comey. I mean, it's an okay fight, I guess.
Where they fighting, man? Oh, Tom.
Hey, Mirage. I'm here, Mirage. Man. Where you at?
What's up?
I watch it. Fuck it.
I'm here now.
Debate.
Hey, what do you want?
You called me out, didn't you? Didn't you want me in here?
Ooh.
When did I call you out? I don't know.
The kangaroo boy. The kangaroo boy lost his tongue. He can't talk now.
No, bro, I just got up. I'm just warming up.
He's stuck in me.
Coffee.
Yeah,
you want to say something? Hey,
Bucho, can I say something real quick?
MH has a troll.
Sure, man. Go ahead.
Raza versus Richard Comey is tomorrow.
Yes. Yeah, like I said, Commey's moving up in weight, right? His first fight at 140?
No, I'm not too sure, honestly.
Oh, that's an okay fight, but it's not a mega fight. Something to watch, I guess.
It's solid. It's a solid fight, man. It's pretty. I think
man, it'll be worth it.
Oh, and yo, guys, confirmed January 28th, Jamel versus Tim Zoo. So that's a guaranteed fight going in.
All right.
Hey, what about Zurdo against Bivol, man? What y'all think about that one?
Oh, I think Bivol gonna take it, bro. Zurdo been like highly protected. No one talks about the protection that guy had.
He is bigger though, man. I noticed he is pretty big.
Yeah, that motherfucker's huge, dude.
We can hit.
He's big.
He can punch.
Zerno's big, but he's very hittable as well. And he's very basic.
What I'm saying, he's not Canelo. You know, Canelo was a small ass 175 pounder. You know, he can't do the same shit he did to Canelo. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. He will not be able to do the same shit he did to Canelo to Zurdo. But you never know. You know, Zurdo might take the L.
Take it back to the middle and press the fight. And he has to be aggressive and.
Yeah, Zurdo can't fuck around, bro. He got to go for it. So it's best.
I think he's going to get pieced up. I think he's going to get pieced up by people.
Maybe. I mean, yeah. He's not going to get tired like Canelo. I hope not. Because that was Canelo's biggest mistake also. He's short and everything. He's tired. Like, well, that's it. You're done. Like, can't do shit.
Yeah, but even then, he couldn't stop little Canelo. I doubt he's going to stop Zurdo.
Interesting.
That's what hasn't stopped anybody. He hasn't stopped anybody in the last 7 or 8 fights, so I don't think he's going to stop him. But he could beat him up, but like an easy decision. I'm picking the easy decision, people. Even though he's overrated. Even though he's overrated.
That chin, man. Canelo has a chin. Nobody's been able to knock him out ever. So you got to take that into consideration. We haven't seen Zurdo's chin been tested yet. You know, by somebody bigger than him or somebody elite. So we'll see what happens, man.
Interesting. When's that fight happening? Bivol Zurdo?
Somebody said around October, maybe. That's what I'm thinking.
November 6th or
November, October, yeah.
October, November. It's looking pretty good. And what if we get Crawford Spence? Jeez.
Bro, hey, man, I'm tired of hearing about that bullshit. If I don't see that contract signed, I don't give a fuck about them.
Yeah, it's not happening.
They playing too much, man. They're playing too much. Make this shit happen. Let's get it in.
You know what?
Dudes want too much money.
Fuck it. In the chat, the Quack says, I agree. Joe Smith hit Bivol very hard. He's got a chin.
Yeah, he's pretty solid.
Yeah, you're right.
It's solid all around.
Yeah, he's solid, man. Just lacking a little bit of power, but he's solid.
Guys in the chat, remember you can join the panel. Just hit the link and you can join the discussion.
I don't know, but I don't think it's going to be an easy fight for Bivol. I give it like a 7-5 round fight for Bivol.
Damn, you think so?
Yeah. They're just like, if little Canelo could get through his guard, I don't see why a bigger Zurdo can do the same.
Yeah, people don't give Canelo enough credit, man. That motherfucker's pretty strong, man. He's a strong dude, solid chin. Easy to say, well, he didn't stop little Canelo, but Canelo is solid. He's solid, man. Like, stopping Canelo is it's very hard, bro. So I would say that.
Canelo made Bivol miss. And Bivol's output was lower than usual, I believe, and his accuracy as well. So, the people who say Canelo has nothing, he has good defense if he made Bivol miss like that. You know,
true.
So,
but Zurdo has no fucking defense, really.
No, shit else. That Gonzalez dude was hitting him with clean shots. Big hooks.
Yeah, he was fucking him up, man. That was a pretty good fight.
Yeah. That's when I saw, okay, this guy's not elite with that kind of, you can't take those shots from fucking bums.
So, what else? Who else do we have here? Who's new? Joker? Kenshiro?
What's up?
We had Mirage. Guys, let's just quickly go back a little bit to the main topic of tonight, I guess, the Devin Haney. Devin Haney is not on the Ring Magazine top 10 pound for pound, and he's pissed off. What do you guys think about that?
He shouldn't be in there, man. He should not be in there.
Exactly.
Why the fuck is Josh Taylor? Didn't he fucking get a robbery decision in the last fight? And they're still putting him up there. Just because he's holding some belts around his waist? We'll ignore his last performance? What a fucking joke. How about that?
Interesting.
He's a fucking crybaby.
Nobody's watching the fight.
Listen, I'm not.
Yeah, go ahead.
Not being funny, man. You look at his last few performances. He struggled against what's his bloody name? Oh, fuck, I can't remember his long. Good boxer, but unfortunately he's gone downhill lately. I can't remember his name. He'll come back to me later on. But he beat effectively the White, Buster Douglas, and who else has he beat? I mean, what? Just because you got a few belts? I mean, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's the way it goes.
Well,
man, he's got to be somebody, man.
Yeah,
he's got to be somebody to be up there. Just because you got the ring magazine belt does not mean you're a pound for pound, though, man. See what I mean?
Exactly.
People confuse the both, man. People say, "Well,
does anybody think? Does anybody think
pound for pound?
Josh Taylor's a better, more impressive fighter than David Benavidez? No.
Yeah.
Nah,
his record.
Let's fucking go.
Wait, hold on.
Yeah, man. Why are you trying to shit on his resume, bro?
Wait,
Calm down.
I'm talking today. We're talking today.
What today?
Fucking record only gets you so far. Benavidez should be there. Josh Taylor. Josh Taylor, fuck off. Out of there.
Josh Taylor
That's my
beat
opinion.
Postal. He has the Ramirez win.
He's got a good fight. Yeah.
What year? What a year.
Well, I mean, how far do we go? Like a few months or 3 years or what's
Well,
your? Yeah.
The most you have to consider the last fight the most. If you have a good record and you got your ass beat in the last fight, then what? You're just gonna ignore that, or what? How does that work?
No, you factor
the last fight,
but you look at also the other stuff, and then you weight everything together, and then you go like, well,
Yeah, okay. And the last fight, he got exposed, in my opinion.
All right, one bad night. I mean, come on, you don't think Benavidez is gonna have one bad night? He had one bad night against a Romanian guy. You could say, right?
Dude, that was when he was 20 years old. Josh Taylor's in his prime.
It doesn't matter how old he was.
No, I don't excuse that, bro. No, I have high standards. My standards are elite standards.
Yeah, but your standards don't exist. Like, it's in the fairy. It doesn't exist. Like, listen, Benavidez is gonna have a bad night at some point. Right? No, he will have another bad night. That's
okay. If it happens, then I'll judge him for that. It hasn't happened yet.
Yeah,
Josh Taylor had a bad night.
But you're not gonna start saying this guy's no longer like whatever. Like you can have a bad night. All right, you're over exaggerating.
You can have a bad night. You're a retard, man.
So why is Taylor dropping all the belts?
He's moving up in weight, I guess.
He's dropping. He really wants that Catterall rematch, bro. His countryman on his ass about that.
He's ducking Catterall.
I heard he's going to be fighting him. How is he ducking him?
Yeah, exactly. I heard he dropped the IBF just to fight him. What the fuck you mean?
Yeah, that makes no sense.
He lost the first. No, from what I understand, he lost the first. Well, he lost the first match versus Catterall, but he got the nod. But it was supposed to be a rematch. I think he delayed it because he was scared. Now he's being forced into the Catterall fight, if anything.
I don't know about force, but I give you that he was scared. But over time, people tell him that he lost that fight. He lost that fight. You're a paper champ or you're a fake champ. So make sure he'll go fight. That's making him go fight. He want to prove himself.
Hey, what if Josh Taylor didn't perform well because he has trouble making weight? Would you excuse that?
Oh,
like
maybe
that performance. Would you just dismiss it because he's having trouble making weight?
I mean, a lot of people have trouble making weight. Haney, I mean, if he's weight drained, yeah, I guess. But that's your division. No excuses.
So you guys want to remove Josh Taylor because he had a bad performance?
Nah, keep him there. Fuck it.
Okay, there you go.
No, I probably would take him off the pound for pound only because the bouts are technically ain't really his.
Well, the Catterall fight was
okay. I see what you're saying. You're saying he should have lost the fight. Okay, we have Rare Breed also, and yeah, just Rare Breed.
If it was a skills thing, he wouldn't even be on the pound for pound list.
Wait, you have no skills now? Come on, man.
Wait, hold on. Josh Taylor has no skills?
Yeah.
No. But I wouldn't say he's a top 10 most skilled guy on the planet.
Yeah, but isn't that completely subjective now? That's subjective. I mean, skills.
No, not really.
The whole list is subjective.
Yeah. Because it's subjective because you praise boxers that clinch.
I think Josh Taylor struggles with.
You praise boxers that clinch. You praise boxers that clinch. For me, that's like you can't defend yourself. You're resorting to a clinch. You're in trouble. You're resorting to a clinch. To me, that's not skills. Now, for you, it's skills, right?
I'm not a Devin Haney fan. I don't know why you bring that up.
You forgot the fact that excessive clinching is illegal in boxing. This is not a Muay Thai fight.
We've talked about this.
Well,
yes.
Shakur Stevenson doesn't really clinch.
No, I'm talking about.
I think Shakur Stevenson. Would you agree Shakur Stevenson is more skilled than Josh Taylor?
Yeah, he's talking about Devin Haney.
Probably.
Yeah, I don't care about Devin Haney. I'm not bringing him up.
But listen. Okay. Hold on. Now you agree that clinching is not skills, right? On the record.
It's part of boxing. You're going to need it at some point.
My question is skills.
No.
Exactly. No. You because you shouldn't be clinching. All right. Just
but just on a pure skill standpoint. Just on a pure skill standpoint, I don't think Josh Taylor's a top 10 guy.
All right.
Like
that's
to
all
be
I
the
was
top
saying.
10, surely you need elite skills. I mean, does Josh Taylor have elite skills in any category when you watch him fight? Elite? I don't think so. Not to me.
I think that Ramirez
he's a really good fighter.
Skills.
Yeah, but elite is a very high level. That's the standard.
Yeah, I don't think he's elite. Like Usyk, Loma, Shakur Stevenson, those guys are elite, top tier.
When you watch a guy, you watch a guy and you think, wow, man, this is
exactly.
No, don't say Loma.
Guys, forget about that shit. Like, let's look at the criteria for.
Like when you watch Benavidez, then when you think, wow, this is some elite skill. When you watch Josh Taylor, I'm going to go to the toilet. I'm going to go make a coffee when he's fighting. I'm not interested.
We're talking about the pound for pound list.
So
skills is criteria. What else is criteria? What is the criteria for a pound for pounder? It's skills. No, there's other skills.
It's achievement and skill.
You have to be whatever you decided to be. That's the whole point.
So maybe Josh Taylor doesn't have the skills that you like, but he has a good resume, right? And he's on
yes,
as well. So
he does have the skills.
You can just remove him because you don't like his skills, Evo.
Well, all I said, Bucho, all I said was if you were just talking about pure skills, then yeah, he wouldn't be on my pound for pound list. But if you want to talk about resume, then yes, of course he's on the pound for pound list.
Okay. I misunderstood.
Is Josh Taylor the best at 140?
No. I don't know.
Well, you look at his last one.
He has to price of Peter.
I'm not sure if Josh Taylor will beat Ryan Garcia.
So he's not pound per pound.
Okay, well there you go. I mean that's subjective, like you just said. Do you think Josh Taylor would beat Gary Antoine Russell?
Yeah,
that's a good fight.
Yeah, that's a 50-50 fight to me.
At this point, yeah.
It's 50-50.
I agree. So you guys aren't confident he beats literally any of the top guys. Like, how is he pound for pound, right? Like, confident.
That's not fair.
He should be the man. You're the fucking man.
So, hold on. So Benavidez
for you, that's not fair. Like, are you sure Beterbiev beats Bivol at 175, or the other way around?
Yeah, but that's only one guy. You guys listed like
no, but he's a pound for pounder. He doesn't have to be able to beat everybody in that division.
Yeah,
Bivol's a pound for pounder as well. Bivol's a pound for pounder as well. So,
but are we sure?
He found something to fucking.
Well, in your opinion, he's pound for pound. I don't think. I mean, he's overrated.
Josh Taylor's pound for pound.
Fuck.
But yeah.
It's on resume only.
Hey, do you have Benavidez in your top 10 pound for pound list?
For sure, 100%. He's
that's going too far.
Let's talk about this. Hang on. Maybe he hasn't beaten like an elite great fighter, but he's made an elite great fighter scared to fight him, to even step into the ring. So he deserves credit for
there's guys at 175 that are ready for him.
When you make the best fighter in the world duck you for 2 years, you're in the top 10 pound for pound.
No, that's not how it works.
They're ready for him.
He doesn't have to beat him. He's beaten him before he gets in the ring. Just think about that. This is what a fucking monster
the greatest fighter ever walked.
He's beating fighters without even fighting him, without even fighting them. That's unbelievable.
Think of the Bucho. If you look at Devin Haney's people who he's beat, right?
Yeah.
How many of them have been pound for pound?
Oh.
You know what I'm saying? And he's going to be fighting George Kambosos again before the end of the year, obviously. That's still not pound for pound. So you look at his record, he can't be saying nothing because he's not beating no pound for pound people. He's not beating no decent people. So unfortunately, he's got to hold that metaphorical L until he actually fights decent people and beats them.
Yeah, good point.
Yeah. And it's also how you beat them, right? You can just beat them barely, on the same level, but you win versus just fucking domination, a class above. So you have to consider that versus just look on paper. Okay, he's won, therefore blah blah blah. So yeah.
So you think David Benavidez should be? You're saying David Benavidez should be on the list because he's a boogeyman, basically, right?
And he's destroyed all opponents. And why? This is
hold on. Mirage, check this out, bro. How about your boy, because he can't get no fights and everybody's scared of him? How about he move up to 175 where them dudes not scared of him? Where that's
exactly, they're waiting for him. Logical man, they're waiting for him.
Why not his natural weight, bro? They waiting for his ass. It's dudes over there at 175 licking their fucking lip.
You guys are not very smart.
They're fucking waiting for him.
Wait, why would he go to 175?
Those fighters are luckily they're smarter than you. They're smarter than you. They ain't licking their lips. They're fucking
if
scared.
He can't get a fight.
It's like Canelo.
Sorry, hold on.
No, it's because he can't get a fight. Don't get me wrong. David Benavidez is good, bro. Like he'll fuck up everybody.
I'm not saying he's not good. I agree. Hold on, Rebrit. Let me just read a super chat. Dennis F from Boston. Dennis F. Boston. He says, Jesus Christ, how soon we forget Taylor's a beast. He beat Regis Prograis. It's true. I forgot about that fucking win. He won that fucking tournament. And then he says, hold on. He said he beat Ramirez. He beat the fuck out of that crazy Russian bear. I forgot his name. What's his name? I think he's from Belarus, no? But anyways. And Jimmy talked to these kids. Baranchik, exactly. Yeah.
Ivan Baranchik, isn't? Yeah.
I think Baranchik, yeah.
If you look at Josh Taylor's if you look at Josh Taylor's last five opponents, barring Cattrall, they were 136-1.
Damn.
He's an animal.
That's good, man. That's really
Josh Taylor, pound for pound.
Really good.
Hey, Plutonium in the chat. Thank you for your contribution. He says, MMA, at the end of the day, champ sounds like Cleveland from Family Guy. I don't think he sounds like Cleveland.
I don't know about Cleveland.
And he's ducking me, too.
Hey, no. MMA is Rolly Romero's twin. They sound just alike and they act just alike.
Not even, man.
Hey,
I don't know. He sounds weird. I don't
know. Ask you,
somebody wants to... Hold on. I think Rarity wanted to say something.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, yeah. So, what was I about to say? Okay, yeah. Why would David Benavidez go to 175 when he could potentially get the biggest fight in boxing, which is Canelo? So, like, for a business point, it makes no sense.
Well, Canelo.
So hold on. How long can he wait? That's a good point, but how long can he wait?
Is he
next year?
As long as he's disciplined, as long as it takes, because it's worth it. Canelo, you're never going to get an opportunity like that ever. So it's worth it.
But I've seen boxers wait around for a long time and they never get that fight and they just waste their career.
After Triple G,
how long can Canelo continue to duck him at 168? That's the question.
Maybe like a year or two.
Hey, as soon as David Benavidez was human.
No, but that's what I said. Who after Canelo? After Triple G, who's Canelo going to fight? Is there mandatory for him? Who's the next person for him?
The 168.
Yeah. I want to see the Benavidez fight. There's Charlo that could move up. Who else?
He might get. Bro, stop. Don't mistake Charlo. Cause we mixing up the actual good brother that actually fights. Just say Jamal. Jamal ass ain't gonna do shit.
He might move up.
Jamal is terrified.
He can move up all he wants, but he's not still gonna do anything. He's gonna fucking
Okay, so what's Jamal's plan? What's Jamal's plan?
Retire.
It's the fight guys like it's the fight guys like selecting. It's like the fight guys like selecting until he gets Canelo.
As much as I dislike the guy, I do think he wants a big fight. Though I saw him in the Mike Tyson show. He seemed legit, like he was legit. The way he said he wanted a big fight. He wants to do.
No. Is this the one? Is this
what do you mean? He's on the Mike Tyson show. He ducked Benavidez. What are you talking about?
Yeah, but he wants Canelo. He went. I agree with you here. He was kind of ducking Benavidez, but he wants Canelo.
Didn't Mike Tyson say call out a name?
Oh yeah,
call out nobody's name.
That's the money fight.
I think so.
Okay.
I don't remember.
What if Canelo chooses Jamal next at 168? That's going to be a joke, isn't it? Like, he's not the first in line. He's not the first in line. Sorry.
I agree. I think he should fight Benavidez. I agree with you.
You got it. See, the thing is, Benavidez has got him in the corner. Like, Canelo can't run anymore. If he does,
Benavidez
everybody's going to see. It's going to be so obvious. Everybody's going to be shitting on Canelo. It's going to be obvious if he does.
Is he mandatory? I don't know. Let's check.
That's what I'm trying to say.
WBC mandatory, surely.
Oh, okay, I didn't know that. That's what I'm asking.
I'll check it out. You guys can go.
I've been saying he's been ducking for years, but now it's going to be obvious. Soon, nobody will be able to deny it after next year. Next year, he cannot deny Benavidez a fight past next year. There's no excuses. Sorry.
No, okay, I mean, with that same argument, Benavidez is ducking 175 for years.
Well, no, hang on. I've got a question.
No, that's a fucking dumb argument. Doesn't even fight in that division.
You're making is a dumbass argument, man.
Peanut.
The guys at 175 said they're ready for him. Benavidez is still hiding at 160.
Who said that? Give me a quote.
Mirage, my boy Beterbiev would knock out Benavidez.
Benavidez would heavy bag Beterbiev. He'd make him look
not the worst.
You haven't even seen him.
You guys are getting carried away. He beat up a construction worker.
You're getting carried away.
No,
who did he beat? A construction worker, Joe Smith. That guy's a fucking bum. And now all of a sudden, he's going to beat Benavidez.
He beat Alexander Volsky, the lineal light heavyweight champion. What the fuck are you talking about?
And you guys are saying I'm the troll? Let's get serious. Come on.
I just told you he beat Alexander Volsky.
What the fuck you mean?
Dumbass.
Who did he beat?
Alexander Volsky.
Dude, Benavidez beat that guy up in sparring.
Champion.
Benavidez beat him up in sparring. Go look on YouTube. You guys have no idea.
Sparring is not a fight.
But would Benavidez make more money for Canelo than, let's say, Charlo or Andrade, for example?
Yes.
Canelo's a big fight.
No, I know that, but who would Canelo rather choose, money-wise or mandatory? That's what I'm asking.
Oh no, Benavidez would be in my opinion, like a huge fight, a draw.
Oh,
it's a draw, right?
Mexican, you're gonna have to drag Canelo in the ring with Benavidez. It's not gonna happen.
Hey, guy,
you need to kidnap him. You need to kidnap him and drag him in the ring.
That's for the record, David Benavidez is a WBC interim world middleweight champion. He's an interim world champion. He should be getting a title shot.
You don't even have a real belt.
Wait, middleweight or super middleweight?
Sorry, super middleweight.
Oh, wow. Okay, I just want to clarify.
Yeah. So, yeah. There you go. I agree. I think he should fight Canelo. Yeah. I think Canelo should fight Benavidez. It's the fight I want to see.
Why didn't he fight Benavidez in Mexico? That would be a great little thing. Is it Latino, Hispanic thing going on?
Huge.
Yeah, Canelo said he wanted to fight in the Azteca Stadium. Like
Ecuador.
Canelo doesn't take risks.
Well, no, if Julio Cesar Chavez can get a lot,
Bivol wasn't a risk. Come on,
Canelo does take risks. He's fucking fought Bivol.
Oh, Bivol, the guy that was like a 6-1 underdog on the fucking.
Yeah, who cares about this?
In the betting line?
Who cares?
What a risk! Wow, what an underdog!
Do you follow the
what an
makers?
underdog!
Bivol was the face of Korean boxing.
Oh. Literally 95% of boxing analysts and fucking experts, trainers picked Canelo. What an underdog. Wow. What a fucking risk.
So if Canelo would have fought Benavidez, you think the odds... Hold on, if Canelo would have fought Benavidez, the odds you think would have been like... you don't think Canelo would have been the favorite? By 6-1, 5-1?
I'll give you the hot take. If they fight in a year... No,
if they would have fought like a few months ago. Before the Bivol loss.
I think he'll be a slight favorite. But it'll be close. It'll be slight. But if they fight in a year, I reckon Canelo's going to be the underdog because people are realizing what's up.
It doesn't matter. Who cares? I mean,
so what's up with a 160-pound weight division, man?
It's overrated.
No, I'm saying like, what's up with Boo? Wood? Did he fucking vacate the belt already or what?
He's moving up. He's moved up. He's moved up.
Boo, yeah, he moved up.
He's fighting some bum.
He's a bum.
And he vacated the belt.
I don't know, man.
I can't say he's a complete bum, man. Cause I don't.
Janabek.
Nah, well, Janabek's now a paper champ because he moved up. Like, Canelo's the same thing.
I think Triple G's an idiot. Triple G should have been trying to get the 160 belts. Why should he keep trying?
He still got two.
No, he has two belts. But
yeah, he has the WBA and the IBF. Is it?
Yeah, but think about it from a money perspective. Think about it from a money perspective. If he became undisputed 160, money-wise, undisputed 160 versus undisputed 168, money-wise.
Who has the WBC belt?
Charlo.
Yep.
There you go. That's it. He can't get it. You have to negotiate with him.
You have to admit that Charlo and Andre was calling out Triple G. Bro, even though I don't think Andre is nothing really, I don't know why people are scared of him. The dude was banned from going. He was banned from Charlo and GGG conferences because he kept bombing them and fucking fight me, you scared, and doing that shit over and over to him.
See how it works is that you submit a how do you call it? A proposal or something, a contract.
Mhm.
You don't just show up to a fight and yell. I mean, I can do that, but in the
Yeah, but
deep down inside, I don't want to fight.
understand something.
You know, just because you want to go and bark.
When you keep ducking like a bitch, you gotta do what you gotta do. Just like back in the old days. You think these guys were just sending contracts? They were making these guys
send a
fight.
contract. It's more serious if you send a contract than if you show up.
Yeah, but you send a contract and I just throw it in the trash.
I don't buy it. I don't buy it. His whole career is a piece of shit. His whole career has been a piece of shit.
Why didn't he fight
I
Janovic,
start
though?
believing that because he didn't show up all of a sudden, like we forget about his whole career being a shit show. There's a reason it's been a shit show. Come on. And by the way, Vladdy V in the chat, thank you for your contribution. He says Canelo is a French fried champ. He doesn't have to defend anything in the WBC. The WBC is corrupt. The WBC is shit. I agree.
I'm loving
The thing is, Bucho, you were saying obviously about what's his name, Dimitri comes screaming and hollering. You're right, because look at Shannon Briggs. He was the king of it against Vladimir, and what? Did he get a fight in the end?
Nothing.
Exactly.
But it's been other fighters that have done that and actually went up to these guys and kept fucking with them and they made the fight happen because it came
You think Golovkin's afraid of fucking this guy?
No,
I'm not saying that but it seems like it, man. But why not? It's such an easy like guys. It's such an easy fucking win. Why not take it and be
Why not send a
unified?
Why not send a contract? Why not send a contract? Why not send a contract?
I do kind of agree with Logical, man, because if Triple G wasn't scared, he should have gone for the
Well, maybe he wants the Canelo fight. At this point, Golovkin, he knows he's gonna get the Canelo fight anyways. Like, why? Like, all of a sudden, now this guy's ducking. Everybody ducked the shit out of him, right?
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, everybody wants to fight him. We were supposed to like shit on Golovkin for not wanting to fight this fucking bum. Like, seriously, guys, you need to get fucking real.
Dust the bum off and get the belt. Y'all guys make it. If it's that simple, the guy is so easy to beat. Beat the motherfucker. Why duck him? Give him what you gotta fucking do.
He's gonna fight Canelo. He's not gonna get into some weird shit fight. I mean, you never know what can happen in boxing, right? Like, why would you go fight this guy?
But he had years. Didn't he have years to fight him? Didn't he have like 2-3 years already to fight him? Like before even the rematch.
They were both on the days. He never wanted to take it.
Do you guys know what the negotiations were? How much money they offered? Do you know anything about? We're just speculating here. We're just he showed.
But usually when fighters want to
fight, you gotta think about
like,
this. You guys talk about legacy. Like, at least I can accept Haney taking way less money and going for a legacy fight, not crying about the negotiations and the money. No, he knew he was gonna take that easy belt, them easy belts, and what they're gonna do it. So why not Triple G do the same shit? Is it because we don't know the negotiations?
This guy was fighting 3 times a year, fighting everybody. Everybody wanted to fucking dog this guy. All of a sudden, he can't. He's like 40 and he's not fighting Andrade, and let's shit on him. Like, this is disgusting. This is embarrassing.
I give you that.
This guy he's a real boxer. He's a true boxer, putting on big drama show, as he said. And you guys want to shit on him because he didn't fight Andrade at 40.
Yeah, but that belt was too easy. He could have been unified, bro.
Who gives a shit about these belts, guy? All of a sudden,
he's going for undisputed now.
You just agreed. You just agreed that the WBC. You just agreed that the WBC is corrupt and shit, and all of a sudden, we gotta praise these belts completely. They're like, nah, man, fuck it. There's 4 belts. There's manipulation of rankings. Come on.
I've got a question. I don't know if you guys have spoken about this. I apologize because I joined quite late. Did you hear about Inoue fighting Paul Butler?
Nah.
Who? Who's fighting Paul Butler?
Inoue.
Oh, that's a good fight. I mean, yeah. Well, he's a top 10 fighter, so.
It's for the Undisputed, isn't it? December the 13th, I think it is.
Yeah.
Undisputed, on December the 13th.
Wait, Undisputed? How many? I don't know how the belt situation is down there.
Paul Butler's got 1, Inouye's got 3.
Oh, he's the IBF.
Inouye's a monster.
No. How many belts does he have? I mean, which belt is it? WBO?
No,
who gives a shit?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good fight. Paper Tiger says Andrade used to be better, but he regressed. I gave him credit for fighting some Euros, Kolke, Vanes, but he just chasing a payday now.
That Vanes fight was in 2013.
Oh my!
What happened to Andrade's career? I mean, he was going decent to a degree, and they just he didn't have to.
You know what? It's after the Billy Joe Saunders fight that never took place, I think. And Michael Paul, thank you for your contribution. He says Triple G disenfranchised the first Canelo fight now and looks for money. That's true, though. I agree with Michael Paul. I think Golovkin's looking for money. And some people are going to say,
retirement check.
Yeah. So legacy, yes, I think he wants. To be honest, I don't think he wants legacy at this point.
He's 40 now, isn't he?
Yeah, exactly.
What if he beats Canelo? That's legacy, right? If he fights Canelo, he beats him at 168.
Yes,
It's undisputed. That's a legacy right there.
Yo,
That's
Serge,
true.
this is a personal fight.
It is. It really.
Yeah.
It is a personal fight. You ain't lied. I agree with you on that one. But yeah, he's still gonna go back 160. You know, get his. He's got 2 belts in 160. What's the IBF and the WBA?
So hang on. So with the 160 belts, who else has the other two 160s? Has Andrade 450?
WBC. That's Jarmel. That's the WBC. The other one was Andrade, the 160.
Has
WBO.
Andrade 450? Has Andrade 450? Does he still got it?
I don't know. Did he forfeit it? I don't know. That's why I'm asking people. I don't know what the hell's going on with that one.
I think so.
Let me look on the Google and give me a second while you guys chat. I'll have a quick
let me
look.
check here. Yeah.
Oh, you can. Okay.
So in order for Jamal at 160 to become undisputed, he's got to beat Triple G. He's got both the belts, the IBF and the WBA.
Mm-hmm. Well, they still have Andrade as Andrade, I should say, as the WBO champ. But I think I remember seeing a news story where he said that he relinquished the belt. Or maybe I'm just imagining it.
I thought I read something like that too, but you might be right, man. I don't know. Like I said, I don't know. I haven't heard much about it because it's Andrade, man. Nobody cares about dude.
No.
Yeah, fucking Doodoo Andrade.
31-0. Looks like a nice record.
No, Andrade still owns a WBO. It says here.
He still got it.
All right. No, Sergeant in the chat says he did give it up. I don't know.
Or if he did, ESPN has an update.
Who cares, man? If he had a belt or not, it's still the same guy who has, like, you look at his record and everything, it's like, not impressive.
He's the weakest champ at 160, honestly. If he's still the WBO champ at 160, he's the weakest one.
He's the worst.
Yeah,
that's true.
Because you have Charlo as a WBC, and then you have Golovkin as an IBF WBA champ. So, yes. I mean, I think a lot of people keep talking about Andrade because of his style, right? He's like, oh, his style's going to cause this guy problems, you know.
His style is ugly, though, Bucho.
It's terrible.
It's the ugliest fucking thing I've ever seen.
It's boring.
And his dreadlocks, too.
How come Charlo hasn't fought him or is it promotion problems?
No, that's a real duck. He was offered like $5 million to fight Andrade, and that's fat.
Wow, that's a lot.
Hey, hold on, guys. I'm talking about. I was saying that Golovkin didn't care about legacy. The Murata fight was a good win.
It was.
Yeah, Murata was solid.
Fuck is this?
I mean, it was a unification fight on top of that. I think.
He took the belt.
Hold on. So why am I talking about here? I don't know if it's... All right. So people need to shut the fuck up at this point about Golovkin. Because he didn't fight Andrade. He's like docking and shit. He fought Murata. He had a belt.
That's what I'm saying.
He just
won by with Murata.
Yeah, but remember, Andrade, everybody say, Andre's a bomb. He's nothing. He's easy. Go get the easy belt.
Well, he got Murata, the difficult one. So, how about that? Plutonium in the chat, thank you for your contribution. He says, Doodoo Andrade is the biggest bomb in boxing history. He's 50 years old. Wait, hold on. He's 50 years old with a prospect resume who's never defeated a champion, garbage, fraud of a fighter.
Yep.
Yeah. I've got a question. It says middleweight. The Ring Magazine belt is vacant. How do you get that then if it's vacant? Who's supposed to get that then?
I have no idea.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
I don't know how that shit works, to be honest. I don't know all these rules, to be honest. Like, I've been watching boxing for a long time, but I don't know.
Is Jimmy around? He might know.
Yeah, we need Jimmy. Jimmy, if you're listening, you need to jump on.
Jimmy!
All right. We have 95 as well here. You can jump in anytime you want.
Yeah, no, I just jumped on right now, so I don't know the topic, but I'll stay quiet until I find something I find,
What's up, 95?
What's good?
All right, I'm gonna increase the amount of people that can join us to 12. So if anybody else wants to join, there's 2 more spots.
Who's the next big boxing match coming up?
We asked that question already, and I think it was
Ruiz Ortiz. No, Ruiz Ortiz, but that fight's a bullshit fight, bro. I ain't watching
that. That should have been on regular Showtime, man. Ain't no pay-per-view shit.
No.
Pay-per-view.
Shit fight.
To watch it, old versus a fat ass.
Rex? Is this Rex?
Yeah, what's up, 95?
Hey, what's good, Rex? How's it going, bro?
Chilling, man, chilling.
Yeah.
Chillaxing.
Yeah, man, I ain't watching that shit. I mean, I'll watch it like on like a link, you know, like a legal StreamYard, but I'm not gonna pay for that shit. Actually, you know what? I've never bought a pay-per-view in my life. Never. I've pitched in. I've never actually bought a pay-per-view in my life. Fuck
well, at
that.
least you pitched in. I'm about to say, if you never bought one in your life, this you shouldn't even fucking be here. Be honest.
Hey, I
like,
watch every pay-per-view fight. I just don't buy it. I just stream it.
Yeah, you the type of person that, you know, when you have an opinion, it doesn't matter because you don't even support the sport. You the type of guy that goes
supporting a trash ass sport, bro. Fuck out of here. This sport does nothing about corruption. I ain't gonna support it.
I mean, I wouldn't buy that Reese versus Ortiz fight. Man.
Hell no! Fuck that.
Oh my god.
Yo, that's an insult.
They put a senior citizen on pay-per-view.
That's a fucking.
I'm buying the Canelo fight. I'm paying for that one. Like I said, I'm supporting
Golovkin. Yeah. I'm buying that. It's an interesting fight. I want to see what happens.
Yeah.
I'm paying.
Canelo might lose, honestly.
But
I know.
Yeah. No, hey, I got Triple G by stoppage, late stoppage.
Nah, now you tripping, man.
Hell no, that's not happening.
But no. You telling me Canelo is gonna survive late in the fight with that stamina he showed against Bivol? And I know it's different because Bivol's feints and just foot movement got Canelo pretty tired.
Yeah, what about 175? He had more weight on him.
Canelo's work rate ain't the same no more. His work rate is not the same. His volume's not that high no more.
No. He had more weight at 175. It's different than 168.
No, at 168, his volume is slow too. Look at the Plant fight. Look at, like his volume was low there too. The Saunders fight too. You know what? But they were both moving though, so maybe that's it, right? But still, it was still low. It was still low. Canelo fights nothing like it did at 160. Nothing. Canelo was way more consistent at 160. He had higher volume, bro. He fought more with speed, combos. Nowadays.
This guy knows boxing, bro.
Anymore,
He's on his way out.
He looks stiff at 175 and 168.
People get carried away. He won some belts at 168, 175. They think, oh, he's amazing. No, he actually looks fucking worse. Go compare his fights back then. He looked better. I agree with this guy, 100%.
I appreciate it.
Yeah. Anytime you agree with me, I will respect you, bro. Okay.
Oh, fuck.
Terrible.
That sounded so goddamn corny, but go ahead.
No, I ain't got nothing.
Sound like anytime you need a blowjob, I'll give you. That's what it sounds like. I'm just kidding, bro. I'm just kidding, bro.
Like to me. Also, one to say about his footwork. Also, this you seen it in the second fight, right? Well, Canelo and Triple G when they found the rematch, almost like Triple G kind of found a flaw in Canelo's game in the last 5 rounds, and that was to keep on turning him, and Canelo's field would never be set. And I feel like nowadays, 5 years later, I feel like his footwork has gotten worse because he overloads on his shots a lot more. So like he's off balance after he throws these big hooks. He's kind of offset a lot, and I feel like if Triple G turns him more, I feel like the jab will be there because Canelo won't be set, to really counter the jab. So I think Triple G's jab can be there. I think the only issue is Triple G's age. He's fucking 40. He's old.
He's flat-footed. I'm just kidding.
You know what? But to me, I think his volume looked good in the Murata fight. He still threw a lot of punches. It's just like he looks slow when he defends himself. Like when he goes to defend himself, he looks slow. Like when he puts his hands up, he looks kind of sloppy a little bit, right? But other than that, to me, he looks good though. Other than that, his volume, his punch is so good.
So, he still got it, 95.
Some people were saying that Golovkin, yes, he beat Murata obviously, but he looked older,
vulnerable.
Yeah, he did.
Well, the first 2 rounds he did, right? But it has to be this too. Murata, he's a volume fighter, so he's gonna make Triple G look old in there because he's using that high volume, that aggressive attack. When it's Canelo Triple G can be more patient. He can box more, right? Because Canelo's not gonna come swarming in. Triple G can use his mind more, right? He's not going to be all swarmed up, and stuff like that. It's different styles, too.
Can we be honest about this fight? This is the retirement fight for Triple G. That's why he hasn't really...
The first 2 fights were great fights, man.
They were. That was a long time ago, though. This current fight that we're about to fight is a retirement
Triple G
fight.
is still a top fighter, bro. He's still a top fighter. You seen it against Murata.
The champion not that good either.
Who the fuck is Murata, man?
Right, like you act like
Andrade couldn't be Murata.
Murata is okay, and that's being
Okay,
like.
well, who the fuck has Charlo beat? Who the fuck is Benavidez beat? You know what I'm saying?
Well,
Like,
Charlo beat the guy that Triple G went to hell with, Deverenchenko, and he beat him a lot easier than Triple G did.
That's fact.
I think Dervinchik was
He didn't drop him though.
That's facts.
That's true. He did redeem himself with the Chenko. However, he did lose to Karlov. I don't care what that gifted decision said.
That might be true, but
because
really got robbed in that fight against Triple G.
You know what, man?
Who got robbed?
I like
Devchenko got
robbed.
Okay,
Okay, maybe not robbed.
Close fight.
The word rob is wrong, but I thought Devchenko won that fight.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair. But it's not a robbery.
Okay. Either way, if you think Triple G will beat this current Charlo, I don't think he would. It'll be a hard fight.
No, I don't think he does. No, I don't think Triple G beats Charlo right now. I think Charlo just uses too much footwork right now and that long jab. But guess what? That's not Canelo. Canelo don't use footwork or long jab, so he has to fight with Triple G. And with that stamina he showed against Bivol and his low volume, I don't know if he wins that fight. I'm being honest.
You know what? I think Golovkin can catch Charlo. I've seen Charlo getting hit by Montiel and some other guy.
Bucho, one thing about the Charlo twins, you can say what you want about them, they're crazy. They both have iron chins. I've never seen them hurt. Like,
I've seen them hurt.
I did see Charlo hurt it.
Didn't he get stunned?
Yeah.
By Montiel?
Yeah,
He got
that
stunned.
Montiel dude.
Well, getting stunned and getting hurt is two different things, you guys.
Yeah, but Golovkin hits harder than anybody that they face, right? Can we agree on that? Or
That's
not?
true. That's true.
Right, so we don't know.
Hey, but hold on. Stop bringing up Jaleel with Jamal, bro. That's two different things. I keep telling you guys.
Bring on.
No,
also, that guy that hurt Charlo Montiel, I mean, say what you want about him. He's got 23 wins and 22 knockouts. So all his wins are by knockouts.
But he wasn't even setting up his... No, my point with the Montiel... My point with the Montiel fight is that he wasn't even setting up his punches. He was just swinging like a retard. And he was landing, so I'm like, okay, Golovkin is not. He sets up his punches, so he might land something.
You're right. I think Montiel was something in that fight because Charlo was hitting him with everything. It didn't hurt him.
Look, man,
that's concerning.
That's an exposure. That's an exposure right there, in my opinion. Sorry.
Look, if the Jamal that fought Dervianchenko fights Triple G right now, I gotta go with Jamal, bro. This Triple G is too old. I don't think he has the foot speed to keep up with Charlo. Charlo will use the ring, use that good jab, and just win, bro. I mean, maybe Triple G at 33. Yeah, obviously I'll pick Triple G, but
right I will too. I pick Triple G, but he's too old.
That's the difference, right? That's the difference. Charlo has the athleticism and the range to not let Triple G make it a fight, right? But now Canelo don't got that though. Canelo don't got the range and the footwork, so he has to fight with Triple G. And I mean, Triple G knows his shit mid range. That's a tough fight for both guys, bro. I don't know why people are just forgetting Triple G and Canelo was like two close ass fights, and it's gonna be any different for 4 years.
That's true, man. That's true. You got a point. You got a good point.
If I'm wrong, but hasn't Charlo been inactive compared to Triple G?
Yeah, he's been inactive.
They've both been inactive.
He doesn't want to fight anybody because he's a pussy.
He's been out for like a year, I think.
Yeah, for the past few years, I think I remember he's been fighting once a year.
Well, to me, Triple G's been fighting like lower level guys. He could have fought Andrade or Charlo, but he didn't want the Canelo fight to. He knew that was in his back pocket, so he wanted to save it so he could retire. And I don't blame him, but let's not act like this is going to be some. No, I don't think he'd go into this fight thinking he can win. That's my opinion.
It's not an easy fight, just because he's athletic. Charlo's athletic. He's younger. If he fights a perfect fight, I think he can win a 12-round decision if he's able to not make big mistakes and get. By the way, Paper Tiger, thank you for your contribution. He says, "Lol, saying Charlo can beat Golovkin because he's old is like saying Keith Thurman beats Manny Pacquiao because he was old too." Interesting comparison.
No, Manny Pacquiao.
Keith Thurman was looking
bro, don't compare that. Manny Pacquiao is a fucking legend, bro. He's on a whole different level, dude. Like multiple division champ. Don't compare that type of one in a generation type fighter to that. Don't do that.
Well, it's not just that. Did you see Keith Thurman before he fought Pacquiao against what's that Mexican dude's name?
Lopez.
Yeah, he looked terrible in that fight.
Yep.
He almost got knocked out. So
Hey, I'm not saying Triple G can't beat Charlo. He could. I'm just saying I'll put my money on Charlo right now at fucking Triple G being 40. So I don't know why the guy's getting all emotional.
Right. I mean, all your favorite fighters, they're gonna go old eventually. It happens to everybody.
But I don't get it. So Canelo, so Charlo would have it easier with Golovkin, and Canelo is gonna be. So Canelo's gonna have a harder time with
matchups, my friend.
At this point, yeah. At this moment right now, yeah, because Triple G's old, and I don't think he has the foot speed to really keep up with the guy that moves around the ring and uses a good jab like Charlo. He's just too old. In his 30s, yeah, dude. I mean, the dude he was a good ass ring cutter. He had the foot speed. Nowadays, no. I think the only chance Triple G has at beating a top guy is if they come to fight him. Because then he doesn't have to move around. Now he can actually fight and do what he do best, right?
You don't think Golovkin can jab the fucking Charlo's face off?
Hell no,
man. He's too old now, bro. I think Charlo would just move. He's just gonna move.
No.
He's just gonna move around.
Man.
And Charlo makes these fucking shitty mistakes when he drops his hands, throws a punch, and then he when he's bringing up the hand, it's low, and he's gonna get caught, man.
I mean, look, it'll be a good fight. I'm just saying.
You're asking if he can just jab and move around. Like, when have you seen Charlo just jab and move around? Look, Montiel, he couldn't do that. You know what I mean? Charlo's not that type of boxer, guys.
That's a good point.
All of a sudden, we have a boxer that's...
He looked like doo-doo.
He looked like shit. He couldn't Korobov
is actually...
Are you telling me Korobov was young and moving around and fresh?
Yeah, actually, Korobov has good footwork, and he knows to get his stuff.
Golovkin has better footwork than this guy.
And he has good foot speed, too.
This old Golovkin is 10 times better than that fucking Korobov.
No, it's styles. You don't get it. It's styles, bro. Like, styles make fights, right?
Yeah, but now you're resorting to styles make fight to get out of this one because you're trying to resort to something else to get out of this one.
And that style make fights just going to get annoying, too.
Styles make fights, end of it. Let's just end this conversation then. Styles makes fight. Doesn't make sense. I think Golovkin's better than fucking Korobov.
No, but it's not.
Charlo's never circling around, moving around. Because he's athletic.
Styles make fights.
Yeah,
because he's athletic, he can do that.
It's not who's better, you know? Like,
no.
Yeah, it's style. I mean, look, let's use the same thing with, okay, look. How many people here agree that Loma would beat Kambosos? We all agree Loma would beat Kambosos, right? But Seal beat Loma and Kambosos beat Seal. So it's almost like you can't go off who's the better fighter. It's all about styles. You know what I'm saying? Of course, Triple G's better than Korobov.
But you said that. Yeah, I understand. But you were saying that Golovkin can't he can't. I asked, can Golovkin jab Charlo's face off? You said no. And okay.
Because it's at 40. I don't know at 40. At 40, it's a different ballgame. I don't think Triple G has the foot speed to keep up with Jamal Charlo right now.
Charlo's not a mover anyways that much.
I mean, he is. Look at the Derby and Triple fight.
He's a counter puncher. He's a counter.
No, but he can move too. That's what makes him so underrated.
He's not running around. He's not running around.
He can move. Yeah, Dervianenko. Watch Dervianenko fight. He was using the ring real good. Real good. That's what Dervianenko.
I get what 95 talking about. 95 not saying he's a runner, but he can move pretty well and use that ring.
Golovkin, but you guys like Golovkin's Frankenstein here. Like he like fuck. I mean, Murata was moving at this also a little bit. Murata was moving around. You guys gotta look at the Murata fight. I don't know what. So what happened in the Murata fight? It was just Murata going forward like a maniac.
Bro,
Triple G went to Namek and he knocked out Piccolo.
A 40-year-old, like, come on, Murata was coming to him, so Triple G doesn't need to use his foot speed. You know, now he can fight. Now he can use his ability. You know, it's a different ballgame.
Speed, it's about timing. I think Golovkin still has some timing with that jab. No? He's gonna set it up. And listen, we'll see. We're already talking about this shit. It's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen.
They're not gonna fight. No. Look, they're never gonna fight. That fight's long gone. But yeah, that's what I think.
In the chat, BDA is saying Charlo's never gonna fight Triple G or any other top fighters. So, I mean, hopefully we see Charlo fight somebody. I mean, I want to see Charlo fight a top guy, but
yeah, but listen, in 3 years he's had 3 fights. It's like 1 fight a year. What's he thinking?
And how old is the guy? He's Canelo's age.
What about Munguia? Where's he rank at?
Oh shit,
160.
Hey, that's a good fight.
Munguia, I got Munguia over Charlo.
Let's take a look at the rankings here.
But they already had a chance to set that up, but Munguia, the team didn't take it.
Munguia,
he's young. He's ready.
Munguia is number 2 in the WBA, and he's number 1 in the WBO.
What about WBC? Oh, he's number 2 WBC, huh?
Oh yeah.
Damn.
So he should get a title shot against Andrade.
Yeah, but they didn't do that. Andrade wanted that too, but it never happened.
Andrade dug Djokovic, so that fight ain't happening.
Fuck Andre.
Where's Charlo? Oh yeah, he's a champ, right? He's a WBC.
He's running, Bucho.
Yeah, are you looking at this list? Because you were assuming earlier that Lemieux was the top 5 168er. Look at all these names, and you're gonna tell me
Bucho.
Lemieux.
What was
Lemieux?
Super middleweight.
Lemieux.
Why are you disrespecting a
Oh, there he is.
champion?
No, he's
Did you see all those names at 168 that could beat him?
Lemieux 13 in the WBC, guys.
Lemieux would beat most of those guys on there, in my opinion. If he fought.
Yeah, of course. I'm not surprised.
Yeah, I think he might beat both them dudes.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, he's gonna be blocking with his face.
Hey,
yeah.
that guy just retired, by the way. So you just fucking let you
Benavidez retired.
No, Lemieux just retired. He was in the newspaper, the news here.
Benavidez retires fighters. That's what he does.
Yeah, right.
And guess what? He's going to retire.
Yo, Mirage, he was so washed up, he had to retire after this fight.
Mexican boogeyman, David Benavidez.
Retire Canelo. If they fight, it's the end of Canelo's career.
Benavidez Ecuadorian.
Right there. That's fact.
Why would it be the end?
Bro, hey, once he starts winning, why get his first loss? Though? So you can say he's Ecuadorian now, but when he starts winning, they're going to say he's Mexican.
Probably.
He's Ecuadorian.
Yeah, that's how it works. Like, look at Shakur Stevenson. He's Puerto Rican.
Yeah, you dumbass.
Yeah.
In the chat, you can join. Just click the link. Oh, and hit the like button, please. Hit the like button. All right. So, what the fuck were we talking about? We were talking about the fantasy fight here. Fucking Charlo. Charlo not fighting anybody. Forget about Charlo.
Boxing sucks.
Why is Jermell fighting the Australian dude all the way in fucking January?
He's mandatory, I believe.
Yeah, that's ridiculous. Yeah, but that's ridiculous. They made
why is it so far away? That's 6 months. That's almost
PBC. It's the PBC for you. That's why.
Unbelievable when I saw that.
When's the fight happening?
January.
January 28.
January 28.
This year, you guys.
Yeah, 28.
Basically next year.
Yeah.
PBC has been so garbage this year, dude.
You can't really be mad at Jamel for that, so I don't care what you have to say about that. Second
Also,
of break, that's a hard fight.
What happened to that, like, yearly, they have, like, a lineup of fights, like, you know what I mean?
No, Fox fucked with them last year. Fox had those random ass cards on like Sundays. You'd like turn on like Fox Sports and there'd be some boxing on, like in Minnesota, a PBC card, but they haven't been fucking with them. Not this year. You haven't seen any of those.
Man, you know what? If we get Spence Crawford this year, I'll start complaining.
Hey,
you're not getting that shit, man.
Rarebreed, are you still saying that it's gonna happen this year, or are you like changing?
That's a myth.
I'm close.
You're close. Did you want to bet with somebody? I think.
Yo, Dan Rayfield.
It's not looking too good.
Yeah, Dan Rayfield sending out those tweets all the time. That looks more and more like it's not going to happen.
Yeah, exactly. Rarebreed, you were wrong. Looks like you were wrong, man. You still have some time.
Not over yet. There's still always.
It's not over yet.
There's still
It's over. It's over, bro. It's over. The football season.
You know what? If you're not gonna make mistakes, you just relinquish the belts.
Throw in the towel.
Never.
That, man. I'd rather have Virgil.
And this is Spence's fault.
Nobody cares about that fight, anyways.
Because you know Bob Arum would have made this fight if Spence had the balls to lead PBC.
Well, it makes no sense for a welterweight to fight at Top Rank. There's nobody there.
What do you mean it doesn't make any sense? Top Rank is actually putting on shows and isn't stalling out careers. What are you talking about?
But I'm saying there's no fellow
welterweights. Who are the welterweights fighting at the PBC? Who are they fighting? And when are they fighting? Because they're not.
They're fighting bums.
They're not fighting, dude. You might as well go to Bob Arum, dude. Bob Arum makes shit happen.
All right, so let's say Crawford doesn't fight Spence. Terence Crawford's mandatory is Virgil Ortiz. Spence mandatory for the ABF is Boots Ennis. That's looks like those are good fights.
Is Spence or Crawford looking for money if they don't fight each other?
Crawford is looking for guaranteed money, which is correct of him to do, and Heyman never does that. Heyman's never done that with any fighters on his PBC. They don't guarantee shit.
If Crawford wants money, I would say if Conor Benn beats Eubank and he wants money, then fight Conor Benn for an easy payday. Because I'm sure that.
Well, that's what's going to happen because Crawford's already burned bridges with Top Rank, and now it looks like PBC. It's like Matchroom is going to be his only best option.
Crawford.
You really want to? Do you really want to sacrifice Conor Benn this early when he could become like a British star?
I feel like they're sacrificing him right now. Fighting,
Seriously.
It's not a fucking sacrifice. He moved up, unlike Ennis and Virgil. He moved up for a fight, and I commend him on that.
It's a payday.
Wait. See,
he moved up for a payday. He didn't move up for a fight.
Nah, man, he moved for a fight. You have to fucking mind.
Winning that fight. It's an unwinnable fight, bro.
That fight is fucking hard for him, bro.
That's like Mikey Garcia going to fight Errol Spence. It's the same thing. You knew Mikey Garcia was not going to win.
Little dude. He's not going to hurt. What's his name? He's not going to hurt him.
I know it's like Mikey Garcia versus.
Let me respond to that.
Kell Brook versus Golovkin. Kell Brook versus Golovkin, similar.
Yeah, basically.
No.
Same thing.
Hey,
yeah.
let me tell you guys why it's different.
You didn't give them a shot. You knew they were going to lose. They're too small.
Let me tell you guys why it's different. So, do you really think Eddie Hearn, who basically views Conor Benn as like a future star, is going to risk his young star in a fight he doesn't think he's going to win?
Hold on, let me finish. It doesn't matter what Eddie Hearn say. When a fighter say what he wants and going to do, it's going to happen.
No. But this is what you guys don't realize. Conor Benn and Eubanks are like friends, like good friends too. So it looks dangerous.
How do you know that?
I've never seen that before. What the fuck are you talking about?
How do you know that? How do you know they're best friends?
No, they're definitely friends. Because
these motherfuckers are not friends.
I follow Conor Benn on IG. Trust me, they're good friends.
I do too. They're not friends, bro.
They're not friends. Right now, I'll find both of them in a picture together. Are you going to tell me that?
No, it's not your but Conor Benn. Yes, they are. Conor Benn and Eubanks are friends, and don't be surprised when he wins this fight because it's going to look dangerous on paper, but it's really not. Eubanks
how the fuck are they friends and their dad still got a little small beef? That don't make sense, bro.
Do you want to know why this fight is fraudulent? Let me tell you why it's fraudulent. Eubanks was trying to fight, what's his name? That YouTuber, Paul. Jake Paul. He was trying to fight Jake Paul.
We'll knock his ass out and get a check.
The nigga-cutioner.
Eubanks looking for a payday. So what's the biggest payday he can get right now? Fight another exciting British fighter, which is Conor Benn. He's not going to win this fight, bro.
That's two different weight classes. You wouldn't even think about Conor Benn.
He's not going to win this. He's going to lose to Conor Benn.
I heard they're making this fight because Hearn lost a lot of money with this AJ business, making the fight and like something with the zone and like who got the.
Yeah, he made more money doing that.
AJ lost and now he's going to sacrifice Conor Benn.
I don't know how boxing politics works. I don't know how it works. But I was reading somewhere some people were saying that he was losing. He lost money with the rights.
Hey guys,
and this money's going to bring a lot of money. And this fight's going to bring a lot of money.
Hey.
Dude, them Saudis taking
this fight sold out in an hour or some shit, some crazy record.
That shit sold out fast, bro.
It's a money fight.
It sold out quick.
The cash grab.
Eubanks is that's
not a fucking cash grab, bro. It's a good matchup for now, but still for Conor Benn, if he wins that is a huge plus, man.
No, it's not.
Hey, I'm gonna keep it real. This is a real fight. If this fight is real, Eubank knocks him out, but it's a fake fight, bro. It's to build up Conor Benn. It's fake.
Oh, yeah, man. Y'all wrong with y'all, man.
If Eubank doesn't fight, then I'll say it looks fixed. Because I mean, Eubank's fucking huge, man. Like this is weird. It's a weird fight.
This fight is to convince casuals like the dude talking
it's fake.
To think Conor Benn is actually good, but it's a what's it called? It's smoke and mirrors. It's not a real fight.
So you guys think Eubank he's gonna agree to take a dive, basically?
You think? You guys are retards, bro. You're not gonna
Conor Benn has a better resume
than doing that to their dad's legacy, bro. Their dads are not doing that. These guys are born with silver spoons, rich already, bro. They're not doing that to their fucking dad's legacy, bro. Are you stupid?
Hold on, you think Eubank's he's trying to get a 160 title shot and you think he's gonna go out of his way to lose to Conor Benn? Come on, man.
Dude, there's dudes that kill their mama for like a check. Like you'd be surprised.
You don't know. Well, first off, first Eubank, what fights is he getting, bro? Can you explain that? What other fights have he been getting?
That's exactly why he's taking this fight.
Exactly. So, but it's not a. If we don't see an actual fight, then you guys can say it's a fake. But I think it's gonna be a fight, man. I mean, it's just doesn't make any sense.
I just can't see it because anybody that's like Eddie Hearn is a fucking dumbass. Because Eubank obviously knocks Ben the fuck out. He's way bigger. So I don't like. To me, it's too good to be true for Eubank. That's how I see.
You know what this fight is?
And he's gonna knock out a small ass guy that's two weight classes below him.
Reed, explain what a fake fight is. Like, explain. I'm curious what your definition of a fake fight is.
Well, for example,
95, you next too, bro.
Yeah, for example, when they had Tank move up to fight Mario Barrios, even though it is a tough on paper because he's a big guy, but we know Tank.
No, I'm asking. Do you mean so you don't think they're pulling their punches, right? You don't think they're like in there like posing as a boxing match? You think it's what they can actually fight each other, but it's not a real fight? Is that what you mean? It doesn't mean
potentially
anything?
Because the way Eubanks was moving before this fight, trying to get the Jake Paul fight, he's looking for some kind of like huge payday. I don't think this just looks shady to me. And on top of that, he's close friends with Conor Benn. Like him and the two dads are like friends, right? You don't think they could have together? Hey, let's have our guns fight each other. That'd be a big payday.
You're looking at it as a fight, like a real street beef. This is a boxing match. To them, it's a sport. Two friends can box.
Of course, but
there's a history scattered with that. So, like, by the time the second fight, Mickey and Toro were fucking wicked good friends. By the third fight, they loved each other. They were like, I know, even I had a hard time wrapping my head around how much they really liked each other, even though they were trying to literally kill each other in there. But to them, Jimmy, that's all it is. It's just a sport.
Mickey used to find Hey, Mickey.
Yeah, I think they're trying to make this fight to make Conor Benn look good and say, "Oh, look, he has a better resume than Virgil and Boots."
But okay, 95
Eubanks Jr. He's always calling out smaller guys. When he's gonna call out people in his fucking weight class?
Exactly, bro. Everybody's kind of a bitch, bro. He ain't calling out nobody in his division right now, bro. Nothing.
Exactly.
It's crazy. It's so sad. Andrade made multiple videos trying to fight this dude like a fucking plea. Like, come on, man, let's get it on. Let's fight. Everybody don't want no.
But he already had the Ben fight signed.
That's not suspicious to you guys. You don't want to fight Virgil. You don't want to fight Boots. You don't want to fight the other elite guys in your weight class. But all of a sudden, you want to fight this bigger guy in another weight class.
Hey, hold on. Rarebreed, is it suspicious that he wants a lot of money?
No, not that part. But it's suspicious that you guys think this is a dangerous fight. It just looks shady.
It's all about the money.
Oh,
well, then
I think
Rarebreed's
right. This fight's weird. Weird fight.
It is a weird fight,
but it's safe. If he loses, he fucking took on a guy who was just campaigning at 168. Right?
Exactly.
So if he loses, it doesn't do him no shine. It doesn't knock off his shine. Actually, if he goes in there and puts in some good fucking rounds, even if he gets stopped later in the fight or whatever, he'll still people say, "Wow, I took on a dude who's 168 pounds normally." But if he goes in and gets fucking blown out by Boots Ennis, he's gonna tumble down the fucking welterweight standings. So I can understand
there's
that.
Like asterisks on the fight though, because he's got like this rehydration clause. He's doing Canelo tactics, which I mean that's already coming back.
Yeah, most belts, most sanctioned bodies put those in place. Most I think 3 of the 4 only allow 10 pounds.
You gotta understand, Conor Benn is 140, 147 max. Eubank is 160 and 168. It's got to be something going on. Of course.
That's what weird. This fight shouldn't be happening at all.
What's the weight at? What's the catch at?
The catch weight's like 157, I think.
No,
why can't you make a fight with Avanesian? Like that should be pretty easy to make.
I mean, he's like, I think he's kind of a hype job. I'm not saying he's not good, but I think Ben's a hype job.
And they know it.
No, I think Eubank is just a kind of a. I mean, he's good at the mitt dancing, but that's more work for the trainer than him. But that was always his thing.
If he was a hype, if he was a hype job, you could still string him out more. You wouldn't throw him this early into the line if that was the case.
Yeah,
you do it.
Other than power and explosiveness,
he's hyped more than he's worth.
Yes,
What
then
elite qualities does Conor Ben have other than power?
Yeah, I give you that, but he's not a hype job. But I give you more than he's worth. Yes.
No, that's what I'm not saying he's a bum. I'm saying he's a
No,
hype
I
job.
know.
There's a difference.
No,
Yeah.
no, I give you that.
Are you sure you're not confusing with him being overrated, or you
That's
really
what I mean.
think
To me, a hype job is somebody who's overhyped. Canelo's a hype
Yeah.
job, but he's really fucking good.
Yeah, but what I'm trying to say, even if he was a hype job, you can still get him other fights and still make money. You wouldn't just say, fucking throw him in the cage straight away. That's what the end. That's what you do at the end. Exactly. The horse. Well, the horse can't do nothing. You say, go to the glue factory now.
Right.
I'm so confused.
Wasn't Ben's last fight against Algeria?
Yeah.
Who's freaking
How
is that?
And he can't punch.
Yeah,
How
he can't punch.
is that going to prepare you? That's not good.
Yeah.
It was a knockout.
That is a huge step up.
I mean, I guess, dude. I mean, he was he's a vegan. He was old as fuck. He can't punch. He was well past his prime. It just it just sounds good. So it was a shit fight. It wasn't a good fight to make. It's just
He didn't
have
any power at 140. And now he's fighting that, like, Chris Algeria at 147 is a joke. Like, even at 140, he had no power. I don't know. It's kind of, he has a name because I know he beat Provodnikov back at 140, and that kind of catapulted him. But besides that guy's not dangerous. He's a safe fight for anybody.
Let's say Conor Ben won, argument's sake, and Crawford and Spence still haven't fought. Could one of them say, well, for money aspects, let's fight Conor Ben then?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Those dudes are never fighting each other. Crawford and Spence aren't fighting each other. They'll fight Ben. They'll fight fucking Thurman. They're not gonna fight anybody else. They're not gonna fight Ortiz. They're not gonna fight fucking Boots.
So why are you guys always pumping them up?
For now, what can you guys understand? Not for now, bro. They won't gain anything from beating each other right now. They're too small. Dude, why would I fight another prospect? That's fucking stupid. I need to fight another top 10 and earn my way. You're not making any sense.
No, but why are you guys putting them on top pound when they don't fight anybody? You're pumping them up, and they don't deserve it. So you guys share the blame.
Same as you with Benavides. Come on.
Yeah.
Benavides ain't ducking. Benavides ain't ducking. These guys are top 2 pound for pound apparently in their own division, and they won't fight each other. How many years? 4 or 5 years, and you guys are still going, oh yeah, Crawford pound for pound. Who the fuck has Crawford beaten fucking to deserve the best fight in the world?
That's true.
You make it seem like Mukes is the.
Have you seen Crawford fight?
He's not number one though.
Don't sidestep. We're focusing on Crawford and Spence.
Sidestepping, you are.
Have you seen Crawford fight? F, is that you?
Yes, sir, fight.
Yeah, bro. Hey, well, how could you watch that guy fight and say that he's not elite of elite?
But no, you're talking pound for pound.
The person that uses
Benavides, right? He's not number one, but he is top 5 pound for pound Crawford. He's not number one.
Why is he top 5? Why?
Well, he's undisputed at 140. He's won a title at 135. He's knocked out everybody at welterweight. That's the definition of pound for pound.
Who did he fight at welter though? That's the question.
Last time I
he had a close fight with Porter. He had a close fight with Porter. Porter's a fucking not even a full-time fighter anymore. And that's it. That's the best fighter.
He's champion in the top 10. Wait. He's a top 10 when he fought him, bro. What the fuck about
you need to take points off him. So you haven't fought.
But how do you bring up? Why do you bring up Porter retiring? What does that have to do with a part-time fighter? What does that even mean?
Exactly. He wasn't a fucking part-time fighter.
Porter was as active as Crawford was. I mean, he retired after the fact, so that has no bearing on it.
Yeah, but Porter's not even in his prime, right? He's not in his prime.
Crawford's older than him.
Exactly. What the fuck, dude? He talking about?
Yeah, so yeah, but the point is, he's not beating some prime great fighters, right? Not
who's
even
out there? Who's out there? Who's prime?
Fucking Spence. Spence
got a better resume than Spence. What's Spence best win?
No, you asked me who's he going to fight. I just told you.
But my point is, what's his? But if Spence is elite, then what makes him elite? Because if it's just his skills, but then you say it's not skills because Crawford's got skills. I'm saying how is Spence elite if Crawford isn't? I agree. They need to fight each other. But Spence's best win is what? Danny Garcia, who hasn't had a significant victory in 11 years, 10 years. Well, I mean, he's never had a win at 147. His best win is Sean Porter.
I'm going by your metric. Your metric, Spence is
I think Kell Brook is Spence's best win personally.
Nah, I think Ugas, because Ugas beat Porter, dude.
Yeah,
got robbed.
Really? A broken down Cal Brook, that's his best win? I mean, if that's true,
From the
that's
skills,
That wasn't a broken down Kell Brook.
Man, Kell Brook is not broken down, bro. He got his fucking ass whooped.
Mirage, you don't watch. Oh, you obviously don't watch boxing, man.
He was winning that
You don't watch.
Cal Brook.
Broken down, Kell Brook. What kind of stupid shit is that? He got his fucking ass whooped.
No, he didn't.
I think he got broken down all right when he got his ass whooped. But Smith is breaking him down, whooping his ass. Yeah, he is. You're right about that.
I think that what broke down was the years of steroids made his bones brittle. Because brittle bone disease is a side effect of steroids. And remember, he went from a broken eye socket from Triple G, then another one right away from Spence.
Did Kell Brook fight Spence before Triple G or after?
I'm sorry, what's that?
After.
Years
One fight after.
Triple G
not years after, Mirage. You're lying. It was one fight after. Dumbass.
Yeah, it was
Mirage. Don't know shit about boxing.
What period of
Mirage,
time?
you don't know shit. You can't say shit. You can't say anything, Mirage.
Mirage
Stop
is the
talking.
same, man.
Yeah, so he fought him after he was broken down by Triple G.
Oh my God, this retard.
So I was right all along.
No, you said it was years after. You literally said years
Yeah,
after.
now you want to get technical. You want to get
Years
technical now.
after.
Okay.
Not listening.
Mirage, bro. You're living in Australia. Have you even seen a Crawford fight, to be honest?
I have, yeah.
No, I don't think you have, bro.
No, they're not into boxing. They're into like kangaroo fights, you know?
No, they're in the
That's what
rugby.
Mirage sounds like. That's what his fucking knowledge of boxing, it sounds like. He watches kangaroos rather than men fight.
Or volleyball, or tennis.
All right.
Mirage, what part of Australia you live in anyway?
Sydney.
And if I'm not mistaken, I think Brook fought Spence was like 7 months after he fought Triple G.
Well, hang on, yeah. I thought we were talking about Crawford and
No, I was talking about because I thought you said it was years in between the fights. Years later, it was only like months later, like 7 months later.
I was talking about Crawford. I was talking about Crawford and Kell Brook, not Spence.
Now it's fucking.
No, we were talking about Spence versus Kell Brook because that was the following fight. Stop.
Yeah,
changing the
he's
subject.
deflecting
You're
right now.
ridiculous.
No, I was saying who is Crawford
Spence is
fought, and
overrated.
then you said Kell Brook. So you guys misunderstood what I was saying. So I was actually right. It was 4 years later.
Yeah,
So
you're
maybe
right.
You need to be a bit more. Maybe you need
You're a
to be
legend in your own mind, Mirage.
No,
Yeah.
4
Yeah.
years. No,
Nobody
Spence fought.
understands what you
Spence
mean,
fought. Spence
Yeah.
fought fucking. Spence fought Brook 7 or 8
Yeah.
months after Triple G.
But Crawford, you were talking about Crawford's best win. I'm sure that's what we were talking about.
Oh
Crawford's
no,
best win.
the conversation was when I said what's
Oh, okay.
I said what's Spence's best win, and I believe somebody said Brook,
Okay.
and then the conversation went that
Oh,
direction.
I misunderstood.
That's what that's what I said. So,
So
and
Crawford,
again, I
anyway.
think
Yeah.
Cavalusas at 140 is one of the hottest punches in the division. Except
That
he just
motherfucker.
fucking runs out of steam because he's too muscle bound,
Yeah.
and it's just you can't carry that fucking energy, and that's always been his kryptonite. And fucking. He's a dude who hurt fucking Virgil Ortiz too. He shook Virgil Ortiz, and he also
dropped
shook
today.
a Crawford. That motherfucker can crack, and everybody who's ever sparred apart him said one of the hottest punches they've ever felt. So he's a good win. You don't pussies don't take on Cavalusas. If you're taking him on, you better expect you're in a fucking beef. You know, look at this way. Put it this way: name one PBC fighter who's ever even mentioned that dude's name. Right?
Fuck no, nobody
calls that motherfucker out.
Yeah,
Nobody
yeah,
wants to
it's
fight
not
that
worth
dude
it.
because he doesn't bring any big money. What he does is bring big power. So people avoid him like the plague.
Yep.
Hey, Jimmy.
Yes, sir.
Jimmy, got a question for you. So I asked you, I think a few months ago, if you had seen Rummy's Corner on the YouTube, and I think you said on Twitter the other day to me that you had. So did you enjoy it then or not?
Excellent. Yeah, no, an excellent channel.
Excellent. Rummy's Corner is awesome, bro.
Yeah.
Oh, Rummy's Corner is
good,
nice, man.
thanks for pointing that out, man. That was good. Yeah, meant to tell you that.
Yeah,
Good
his
hookup.
last heavyweight episode where he went all the way back to like 84 or something, that shit was incredible.
Very, very detailed. He puts his work in. Yeah.
Historian, yeah.
Yeah. He's definitely. He should be added to anybody's. If you're a big boxing fan, he should be added to your subscriber list.
I like that he's rather humble too. Like when he gets his shit wrong, he's like, "Yo, I don't know shit about boxing." Instead of just like trying to make excuses or cover shit up.
Yeah, sometimes self-debasing the ball, it just shuts people down. Like it's a smart thing because people aren't going to shit on you if you're shitting on you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It kind of takes the fun out of it. So people love to fucking go at people who have no humility, who just can't admit they're wrong. You know what I mean? I'm fucking wrong every day. Every time I fucking, I'll wait another day to make that 5 fucking pound fucking triple pull. Just kidding.
Yo, Jimmy.
Yes.
You hear me?
Yeah.
What's up, Coffee? Hey man, I was gonna bring up the whole Errol Spence and Triple G situation because I know a lot of people don't want to give credit to Triple G when he beat Kell Brook, and then Errol Spence when he beat Kell Brook. Also, we gotta give both fighters their credit. Both fighters their dues because they did beat a Kell Brook. You know what I'm saying? Whether he was drained, whether he was worn out, or whether he was beat up, they both beat a man. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't matter how much he weighed, how much fucking weight he cut, how much weight he gained. It doesn't matter. This is the sport of boxing.
He came in against Triple G bigger. He was actually bigger than Triple G.
Hold on, bro. These are two men fighting at the end of the day. It's like me and you, Jimmy. If we were to fight, bro, it's at the end of the day, I don't give a fuck how big you are. I don't give a fuck how much you weigh. I don't care about your size or your age. We're fighting. We're two men fighting, bro. This is the sport of boxing. This is about fighting at the end of the day, bro. So I'm tired about all this fucking weight shit and who weighs this and who weighs that. Nah, fuck all that, bro. Let's get down to fucking fighting.
No, that's real shit. Now, what I hate too is when people say they weight shit, but motherfuckers make weight. Then you got dudes losing, can't make weight on the fucking scale, losing their belts and shit. But those guys get passes. But the other guys that's passing weight, oh, he's a weight bully. But the motherfucker made weight. He's never lost weight. He never missed weight on the scale.
He's a weight logical man. I do agree with you. No dispute, I do agree. But some aspects, when you look at, for example, Jimmy, who did Joey Camacho fight? Arturo Gatti, and Arturo Gatti is like 20 pounds heavier on the night.
Dude, he was like 165.
Yeah, that's just too much, man.
Beat that guy to death. That was terrible.
If you can make weight, you can make weight. I'm tired of all that pussy ass shit that, this dude's too big or this dude's too small. If you're too small, move down and weight. Simple as that. Like all this Loma shit. I'm a fan of Loma. I love Loma, but all this, he's a small 135. Move the fuck down.
Move his bitch ass down. That's what I'm saying. Move down.
Well, he couldn't because nobody would fight him down there.
Excuses, man. Lomachenko's got like a
nobody would fight him at 130.
I say anybody complain about weight bullying, move your ass down to get away from that guy. Move down or move up to get away from him. If you're that scared that he's big, but he makes weight, so get the fuck out of there if you're scared then.
Do you think they should maybe change? Do you think they maybe should change the weight to on the day of the fight as opposed to the day before?
Oh, absolutely.
Hell yeah.
If they did that overnight, everybody would almost to a man would go up to 2 to 3 weight classes.
Devin Haney would lose all advantages. Devin Haney would lose all his advantages.
Dude, I know for a fact Jerron Ennis and Virgil Ortiz ass would not be at 147 for goddamn sure.
No. They would be at 154 to 160 minimum.
Yeah, those
probably 160. And think about it. Back then, on top of same day weigh-in, you had 15-round championship fights and fucking So I mean, that's crazy,
bro.
When did they change?
Hold on, bro. The whole Devin Haney's a fucking pussy. That's just my opinion. All this dude does is cry about he didn't make the pound for pound. Now you got his fanboys crying racism, bro. He's a fucking pussy. Fuck this fucking backfoot fucking bitch, bro. If I ever seen Haney, bro, I'm gonna slap the fucking big ass fucking.
You better be careful, bro. He'll hit you with those pillows.
Jimmy, when did they change the weigh-in from on the day to the day before? When did they?
1986. Yeah, 1986, 87. Remember, they did that to make people safe, right? That was the idea because guys would be almost emaciated. You know, I mean, they'd be like, they would have to try to pack weight on, and it was dangerous. But what happened though, they didn't realize to what degree fighters would learn to manipulate it. Now it's even worse. It's even less safe.
So they give with the left hand and take away the right hand.
Exactly. Now it's even less safe because now they give them a night to rehydrate. And remember, you don't actually put on quality muscle until you sleep. That's when your body regrows, not when you're awake. Okay. So yeah, that's why it's important. If you're trying to blow up in weight, or even you want to wake up every 2 hours, it's a pain in the ass. But if I was rehydrating my fighter, I would set an alarm clock every 2.5 hours just to wake them up and have them eat some like fucking plain raw fruit. Just like take a tablespoon, because all it is mashed fruit. It's good glycose, so just fill the liver up, and your body would absorb all that water. in the veins, everything. So yeah, no, that's what I would do all night long while asleep and help him just because you try to eat it all once, you'll shit and piss a lot of it out, and then you can get cramps and all that shit. So if you do it smarter, but on every 2 hours have a meat, including if you don't have good food, eat a Snickers bar. It doesn't matter. You just want the calories and especially the glucose.
Yep.
Wow.
Well, that's why like Robin Hagler stayed at 160 his whole life. Like people are like, why didn't you go up? But back then, remember, they didn't even have 168.
Yeah, he began at
so you had to go from 160 to 175. That's a big ass jump. So yeah, he stayed at 160, but he always walked around about 174. You know what I mean? So he always walked around and he was always in shape.
When Sugar Ray Leonard fought Donnie LeLong, he fought for the 168 belt and the 175 that time, isn't it?
Yep. Speaking of Marvin Hagler, I just watched that first round with him and Hearns again today. I think Hearns realized in the first round, like, I'm not going to win this fight. Because I'm hitting this dude with everything, and he's not even affecting him.
Yeah, Marvin was tough, man. He was tough. His brother Rob used to tell stories about kids hitting him with 2x4s and shit when he was young.
You got a helmet for a head, that's why.
He never moved up in weight, bro. This dude never proved himself in a bigger weight class. Marvin Hagler.
Hagler? Oh, come on. Who cares?
Yeah, but because back then, they had no. They didn't have 168. He would have had to go from 160 to 175, and he was too. But he was too short for that.
He beat a lightweight and he beat 2 welterweights, bro. That doesn't prove your greatness, bro. That's
John Mugabe, dude. John Mugabe was one of the heaviest punching fucking middleweights in history.
He's trolling.
That was one of the biggest
trolling.
wars.
Yeah, he's trolling.
He's trolling. All right.
I'm not trolling,
He
bro.
gotta be fucking around.
I'm being realistic, bro. His biggest wins are welterweights and a lightweight, bro. And he went to.
This guy's crazy.
You're trolling.
He went life and death.
Dude, have you ever even heard of John Mugabe?
This guy's shooting facts, man. Facts.
This guy's fucking around, dude.
The beast.
That's facts.
Yep.
That the dude, he never fought anybody. Marvin Hagler.
Yeah, he's
putting it into perspective.
He was 50-0. He had He had Vito Anafermo. 2 fucking wars with Vito the Mosquito, who was a tough guinea from New Jersey. I was around then, man. I was around when Marvin was a fucking amateur.
You know, these guys don't know.
But no, listen, I'm not going to go through it, dude, because honestly, it doesn't matter. No matter what name I say, Mirage, let's be honest, you'll have never heard of him. So it don't matter.
Exactly. Or the other guy, he don't know what he's talking about.
Really break down John Mugabe. Who has John Mugabe beat? Who did he beat?
Everybody back then. Everybody avoided him. He was a fucking killer. Listen, let me finish. Why when you say Marvin Hagler's name, why when you say his name, not around a bunch of dudes who got nothing to do and fucking waste each other's time on YouTube, but around other fighters, they talk about him in such reverence and hold him in such high regard. If he was a dude who cherry-picked a bunch of nobodies, why the fucking people give him the loudest fucking applause I ever heard at the fucking Hall of Fame?
Because it's a bunch of idolatry. I don't worship black man, bro. It's not something I do, bro.
Oh, it's this guy, bro. This dude right here.
Great boxer.
Where are you? Who are you, bro? I'm about to get on you. I'm about to get on your ass. Right now? Who's your best guy? Julius Cesar Chavez? You fucking retard. Is that who you trying to uplift and worship?
I'm Salvadorian.
I can break down all the bums he fought when he was fit. When he's doing 50 fights, fighting guys that were 1 in 10. 1 in 10.
I'm not even fucking Mexican, dumbass.
So what the fuck are you then? If you want to say that I don't worship this and that, I can break down your favorite fighter, bro. What are you talking about?
I just said it, you fucking crip. I said I'm Salvadorian, piece of shit.
You're a little gangbanger. Shut your stupid ass up, man.
Shut the fuck up, you fucking crip, piece of shit. Slap the fuck out of
you little fucking gang member. Go eat some rats or something, man. You little gang member. Go back to El Salvador and go cut off heads and do what y'all like doing. You know how you people are. You know how you people do. You motherfuckers, you know what you are. You're animals. You're fucking animals. Go back to who you belong. No one wants you here. Go back, you fucking animal. Go back. No one wants to anchor babies. Keep that shit over there. Go back to your country in that shithole.
What the fuck is eating rat? What is that?
Dirty rice. It's enough.
Wow, this is eating rats and dirty rice. Go back to your shithole.
Let me say something.
Go cut off some of your people's heads. Go cut off.
Shut up. Let me say something. Jimmy, I like you. You're cool. But let's be honest. Carlos Monzon would have knocked out Marvin Hagler.
What?
Yeah. No. Yeah, nobody knocks out Marvin Hagler, dude. Nobody even.
It would have been a good fight. I don't know if he'd knock him out, though. It'd been a
Cal
really
Marzone could crack, but Marvin Hagler had one of the best chins, which is related to his conditioning. Like Marvin's, that was his thing. Nobody will ever fucking. I might not be the fastest, I might not hit the hardest, but I will be the best shape of any fighter in that ring. Nobody will be in better shape. Nobody ever was. He put himself through hell. He put himself in bad moods. Like he purposely trained at cold, shitty gyms. So he'd be miserable. He was just, he had that weird fucking sense about him, but he was an honest man. He was loyal as a motherfucker to his people who fucking were good to him coming up and remembered everybody was good to him and remembered everybody who wasn't. Because if you said shit about him, was unwarranted, or somebody, back then to get headlines and whatnot, he'd let you know. But if you were good to him, he remembered you. Like if you got an autograph from him when he was on the way up, you'd see him 5 years later, he'd remember you. And half the time, remember your name. He was like that, dude. He was a fucking, just a good dude. But if he didn't like you, he'd let you know that, too.
Yep.
I don't worship black men, bro. That's not something I do.
All right.
Yeah, I get that, dude.
We get it.
I'm not here to fucking.
Yeah, it's irrelevant.
I don't worship the black man.
All right.
Hey, how about do this? Hey, let's squash it here. Have that guy just email me on Discord. We'll set up our own setup, and let's have our debate. And then you CDC guys or you guys come get it, bro. Y'all guys are delusional.
All right, let's move on. Let's move on to what? I don't know. How do we get into this Hagler fight? We're talking about. Yeah, go ahead, Jimmy.
Well, yeah, no, I got one thing I want to say, man. It was DM'd to me literally right before they got onto the show, man. I just watched it and shit. The shit Bill Haney was saying on fucking Trill's channel with CC the Great.
I saw that. That was disgusting. Yeah. It was gross.
Yeah, with CC the Great. Her name is. You guys hear about what that chick's all about? Wow, convict fucking dude. She's a video about her laughing about. She's like talking this story about somebody punching a cat. This chick, she punched the cat and stabbed it, and she belly laughs. Thinks that funny. 78 is a straight dog breeder and fighter. That's a special kind of hell for people who do that for a living. And then it was Bill Haney calling. And when we get our hands and feet on white Jesus, they were calling white Jesus. They were calling Lomachenko white Jesus. And then, but that's not, whatever. You want to throw your racial digs, it's classless, but whatever. But the fact that they would all go on to these spiels and Trill acting like he's sticking up for Loma, but what he's basically doing is setting up softballs for him. Come on, the man went to war. What are you guys talking about? Oh, man, he never went anywhere. Oh, bullshit. I mean, they were just degrading him. Here's a kid who put off becoming a pro for years because of nationalistic pride. He was a fucking, you know what I mean? Nobody knows what happened there in the guerrilla warfare. Nobody knows who's going to stop me. He says, no, man, I'm going to take my shots too. Grab the fucking a gun and went out and did something. Who's going to hold him back? So, but I'm saying, we don't know if we did it, but we don't know if he did it. We don't know who he knows who died. But for these motherfuckers and Bill Haney himself to go on there, he don't know where. And for them to say he's coming back now and taking on this other guy instead of Haney, it's cognitive dissonance. How can he take on somebody who's fucking signed to fight somebody else? There'd be no chance of him fighting him. And they're actually saying this, and it's like, is there any self-awareness? So the visceral hate for Lomachenko and the disinformation he's fucking zip ahead spew. It's just disgusting. And I think Bill Haney is a fucking clown. And that's no disrespect to his son, because I think his fucking, but I think that dude's a straight clown. I'm done with that.
Oh, yeah. I think they have an identity crisis, to be honest. They say they're from Oakland, California. They're not from Oakland, California. They're from an East Bay town with very little black people. Okay? They're putting up a front, dude. I'm telling you. That's why they live in Vegas. They don't live in Oakland.
Hey, and then they all of a sudden they're Muslim, but I mean, they don't even bother to.
Well, I guess Haney found that in prison. He found that in prison, I guess.
They love to say they're from Oakland.
He needs to change his name. No, but yeah, then those comments about I would never lose to a white boy. I don't know.
Yeah, that shit was racist as fuck right there. I didn't like that. That was the racist shit because if they said
that's what it is nowadays. But the black man can get away with racism in the sport of boxing.
Hey, man, be quiet, bro. Be quiet. Let me.
You know what though? I wouldn't have an issue with it if a white guy could say I ain't losing to no black boy.
Exactly.
Right.
So double
I would have a
standards.
if they can say it, then they can say it. But it's only when it's only one can only say from one side. And I don't see Lomachenko saying that. And even then, it is gross. I agree with you, Logic Man. But to denigrate him fucking going over there and making jokes, why would he leave his wife? So he left his wife and children in the war. It's like, just shut the fuck up. Like that's the one thing you should have touched.
That's low shit.
Racism, bro. That's racism against white people. That's what the American Negro does nowadays, bro.
No, that's what the El Salvadorian that comes over here and kill people and fucking increase incarceration.
Let me say this to Jimmy. Shut the fuck up. Let me say this, Jimmy. Jimmy, look at all these LDC black all this shit they get away with, bro. With all the racist shit they get away with, bro, on these YouTube streets.
You must ain't seen these fucking Mexican channels.
It's fucking crazy, man. Cause, bro, you go to Dante's, he's race baiting. You go to LDC, they're race baiting. You go to all these other Negro channels, bro, they're race baiting too, bro. It's a bunch of race fucking baiters, bro. But as soon as you retaliate, bro, they start crying racism. They start playing victim, bro. I'm just tired of Negroes. I'm tired of the Crips and Bloods. They're infiltrating.
Take your ass back to El Salvador then with your fucking anchor baby. Do that.
Making a mockery out of this fucking.
Take your fucking ass back to here.
This is what happens when you
get. Bro, I can come with the fact. Bro,
that's hold on, guys. I'm gonna have to start muting.
Wow.
I got a quick question. It's getting out of hand. I like a little bit of a craziness, but not too much. Like it's.
King Bucho, let me say this. I agree when he's talking about Dante's Boxing Nation and all these other fools. But look at the comments. Look at Max Perales. Look at the CDC D guys. You know, I think it's time for you guys to be with a wake up call. I'm going to make a channel and I'm going to bring out facts and statistics on you fools because you just think you're just peaches and cream and I'm tired of the black man. I'm tired of this and that. Well, I'm going to show you some stats to wake you up into reality, homeboy. And when you hear this shit, let's see if you're gonna be people gonna be tired of your ass then. On the truth.
Listen, I don't want to get into this whole racial thing again because I've done.
How do you know you're gonna make it up?
Let me just say something though.
Making nothing up, you fucking
overwhelming. Like the most racist channels on the YTBC overwhelmingly are black channels.
But the thing about the black channels,
or unless you want to disagree,
I don't gotta make nothing up. I'm getting the same shit.
Do you disagree with what I'm saying though? Do you disagree with
what I'm saying?
You're
100% say that
right.
they're black supremacy channels because there are certain African American channels that are good, like T Street.
I'm talking about but I'm talking about LDBC. This LDBC hashtag LDBC Lions only. I mean, fuck. I did some research because I was doing. You guys know I did that fucking playlist with all the excuses that they made after the Wilder fight. After the Wilder fight, they made a million excuses. It was easy for me to find content. I made hours. And then somebody told me, well, there's also white supremacists and racist Mexican channels. Hard to find.
The thing is, they get banned. White supremacy gets banned real quick on YouTube.
Yeah, that's crazy. They get banned.
So there's white supremacy boxing channels. There should be. Is that what you said?
There's a Mexican supremacy boxing channel.
Yeah, no, he's not lying.
You know that CCD
Haney won white supremacy.
Man, that
boxing channel.
White people don't have no freedom to talk.
That popped up a few months ago.
Anti-racism, bro. That's what they stand for.
Who's one sounding like Darth Vader? Because when you talk, no one else can hear, and you're breaking up.
Exactly. Your mic sounds
like shit. I told you, my head. It sounds like fucking shit.
Where'd you get your mic? It sounds awesome.
Yeah,
no, I'm just saying, bro. Racism, bro. Because look, Bucha, you've seen this, bro. And you know you're a smart man, bro. But you notice suddenly they're all pointing fingers towards the CCD and saying, "Oh, look at these racist Mexicans." But the CCD was created to combat the racist blacks, bro.
That's an excuse.
You know what I'm saying?
Hold on. Can I ask a serious question? Look,
interesting.
No arguing. Serious question. Can y'all explain
agree with that, Bucho.
where this? Like, I want to know where CDC all came from. If it came because of these LDC channels, I can respect that and understand that because I didn't know that. I thought you were just out there and doing this shit y'all was doing because y'all upload pictures of monkeys and shit, even though you more monkey than that. But you upload monkeys and shit and all kind of racist shit. So I'm like, well, where are the black channels uploading you motherfuckers in sombreros, cutting off heads and fucking, taking tax money from America? Where's that shit at?
No, but you know what they say? Logical man.
Because
The black people they say the white people are inferior to them. That's what they say.
Well, that's fucking.
How would you know? You're a Mexican.
And guess what I do? Have you seen my channel? I go in on them.
Shit.
I go in on these fucking Black Lives Matter and BLM.
Stop worrying about white people.
I'm not biased, bro.
You're not very logical, bro. You're not very logical. Take that fucking name.
Bro, you're from Somalia. El Salvadorian, bro. You motherfuckers aren't nowhere close to logic, bro. Don't even speak about logic.
Somalian pussy.
Can I ask a question?
All right. Let's. Yes, Chief.
Chibi, I want to ask you a question, and I'm not trying to race bait.
There's no Chibi here.
Huh? Who's the other gentleman? I can't think of
Rare breed.
Sorry, rare breed.
What? Ray? I know Ray.
No, it's Rage breed.
He and I talked.
He knows my voice.
Just say your statement, I guess. Yeah.
Okay, so when the guy with the Darth Vader bad microphone was saying the word Negro, you kept getting upset about this whole thing when clearly he wasn't talking about specifically you. So was it the whole term that was driving you crazy, or was it the fact that you didn't separate yourself from what he was trying to say?
That's a great point.
It's the word. That word, I've seen that word.
You can't say that.
I get it.
When you say that word,
what word?
Listen,
you say that word.
He could have said black dude if you really
word.
Why say the word Negro? You don't have to go that way.
Wait, what word is so bad? Because I'm about to say it.
Wait. Negro is not a bad word. Saying Negro is negro, which means black. That's not a bad word.
Yeah, that's not a bad word. Negro's not. He's telling the truth.
No, in South America they use the term. I understand that, but you know what I mean? You start, come on, man.
I'm Salvadoran, brother. I'm Salvadoran.
In the West.
Anyways, guys, you want to move on or what the fuck? I don't even know.
I'm
ready, Bucho. I'm ready.
Boxing, man. Let's get back to fucking boxing.
All right, well, bring a topic.
Move on.
Motherfuckers keep talking shit.
I guess you guys.
I want to bring up this topic, bro. Shakur Stevenson, should he be in the top 10 pound for pound list, bro?
No, he should not.
Interesting.
No, he should not. If Valdez would have won, they would have had him in top 10. So what the fuck?
No, because look,
beating up that cheater Valdez, absolutely.
Butcher brought up a great point. Performances matters. How you win matters. And being a back foot bitch, a Negro runner, that doesn't get you in the pound for
there we go.
That
he has racial intentions.
Once I say a motherfucking head topper fucking taco eater, problem.
Okay, wait. Stop. Everybody stop.
Yeah.
Everybody, one at a time on what you think and why, and try and leave race out of it. And since I broke everything up, let me start.
He can't leave race out of it.
He can't. He can't get over it.
Then ignore him, because the only time he gets power to do it is when we pay attention to him.
Why don't Booch on his fucking bucket? There you go.
Come on.
So it's not okay.
I got something I want to talk about.
Let me respond to Butch's question. Let me respond to Butch's question real quick. The thing about pound for pound is people go too much off of it these days based off of body work that you've done, based off skills you've performed on recently and recent accomplishments. Based off of what Shakur's done in the last year, there's a good strong argument he does belong on there. There's a very strong argument that Lomachenko, he hasn't fought in almost a year, and that Triple G, also, who has only fought once in 3 years, may not deserve to be on there off of current accomplishments. Longevity, absolutely, but what is your criteria? You've got to establish a solid criteria across the board that everyone's agree on to make your rankings to where people don't have to sit there and argue all over it, and you have a criteria that people can actually have something recent and tangible to go off of. And when you're doing accomplishments versus what you've done lately, mainly career accomplishments, then no, Shakur does not compare to Loma or Triple G. But what he's done recently, he's a 2-division undefeated champion that just beat another 2-division undefeated 2-belt champion. And who else has done that recently? So based off of those accomplishments, yes, he probably does deserve it. But you've got to establish a criteria on what you're judging it off of and why.
Yo, Boxing Chief, let me respond to that, bro. I'm going off performances. Like Bucho said in the beginning of the stream, how you perform in the ring counts. You know what I'm saying? Outboxing somebody and outpointing them, to me, that's not worthy of pound for pound. And that's just my opinion on it. You know what I'm saying? It's my pound for pound.
I get that, but
when I see Shakur, no, okay, now you're cutting me off, bro. Now you're cutting me off.
I'm sorry, sir. Go right ahead. Finish your point, and then I'm going to respond.
Hold on, bro. Just chill.
Damn, I'm waiting for you to finish.
Go on mute, bro. Let me speak. Okay, let me say this real quick. When you say pound for pound, I mean some some shit, some dominating shit, bro. You gotta dominate him, man. You gotta break him down. And how do you do that? You do that by beating his fucking ass. Shakur doesn't beat nobody's fucking ass. This dude runs, he hugs, he clenches, and he bitches, bro. Fuck that, bro. He doesn't deserve to be on the pound for pound fucking list.
Yeah, fuck that
He's
shit.
too ugly.
My response
We
to
need to
that
support the real fighters, real fucking killers, not these fucking runners.
He's not
With
a
their
fighter.
track shoes. They get the
He
track
owned-
shoes on and
he
do
owned
laps
Valdez.
around the ring. Fuck that shit.
Yeah, but
You need to support real
he might
fighters
not
like
like. He might
Benavidez
not
who get
reach
in there
that
and
fighter
fucking
status some
fight
people like.
and fucking
But
destroy
he's a
their
fucking
opponents.
talented,
You need to support those
talented
type of
boxer.
fighters.
And anybody says he isn't full of shit.
Yeah, but have you noticed?
He is, not to me.
Yeah, but have
He
you
owned
noticed?
Valdez.
But
He
have
owned
you
Valdez.
noticed? Have you noticed black fighters, for example, like Sugar Ray Leonard and Pernell Whitaker, even though they used to back foot, they would still attack a lot. Yet the ones nowadays like Floyd
They lost it.
Mayweather,
A lot of
Devin
that
Haney,
changed.
Pernell
The style
did,
has
but
changed.
Ray did.
Yeah, I'm not making excuses for Stevenson, but his style is speed and accuracy. That fucking jab, like, you can try to train for it, you can watch video on it, but I'm telling you, I've been in there sparring dudes, and it's just a different world. When someone's got hand speed so much faster than you, it just gets you thinking. It gets you fucking. It changes your attack because you just can always put you out at the end of your jab. Plus, he's very accurate, and he's very good with space. My point is, you can find him boring, and I'm not telling you anybody how to feel how you feel about him. I'm telling you, as far as boxing goes, that kid is a fucking skilled kid. He is.
As skills goes, he should be number one.
Yeah, but what's the sport of boxing, bro? I don't buy the whole shit, bro.
Well, then you shouldn't watch boxing. Stick to whatever the fuck you be watching.
Boxing, bro.
He's not even on the list.
The whole sweet science shit, it's bullshit. It's propaganda, bro. That is not boxing. To me, boxing is beating somebody's fucking ass. That is boxing to me, bro.
Respect, man.
That's not
boxing.
Well, isn't that fighting? That's more
Bro,
like just fighting.
go watch bare knuckle boxing or UFC, bro. Go to that.
Should.
Go to that.
Come watch some UFC. You'll see some real fights. Fuck yeah.
Yeah, go to watch UFC. Get out of here.
Speak to you, you're an OG and you know this, bro. Go back to the 50s and the 60s and the 40s and the 30s. See how they fought. And then compare that shit to Shakur.
All right, guys, let me, guys. I have here the Ring Magazine, like the rating policy for the pound for pound list. Number 1, results. This is the most objective criterion and takes precedence over all others. Number 2, performance. How a fighter performs in a victory or defeat can be a factor to determine his place in the ratings. So that's important, guys. Performance. Number 3, track record. A fighter's accomplishments in the recent past can be a factor to determine his place in the ratings. That includes quality of opposition. So let's go back to number 2, performance. What do they mean by performance? Right? How
Basically,
you
if you
win?
own a guy like Valdez did, like Shakur did against Valdez, then his performance was he owned it.
That's not a performance.
He dominated Valdez.
He dominated. Look, I'm not a Shakur fan.
That's not a good performance, bro.
I'm not a
You're an
Shakur fan.
idiot.
He dominated him. He
No,
Valdez had no clue.
To make a man dominate, you
I
gotta
let
make
you
him
talk. Now you're gonna let me talk. I let you talk. Now you're gonna let me talk.
Valdez never
Let
submitted.
talk. You're gonna
Bro,
let me
let him talk, bro. You already talked, JJ.
Darth Vader, you
Devin,
need to
Devin.
mute your mic because it makes too much noise, and you've already
It sounds
spoken. It's my
terrible.
turn to rebuttal you. Okay, you've already had your turn. Now it's mine. So it's like this: he outmaneuvered, he out everything. Valdez had zero answers to anything Shakur did, and Shakur was right in front of him. He didn't like run miles away. He didn't barely use lateral movement. He used his jab.
Yeah.
He kept his foot right on the outside. Valdez had no clue. His trainer proved the fact that he's a one-trick pony, didn't know what to do. His whole camp didn't have a plan. They couldn't execute anything. And Shakur showed that he did his homework and completely outclassed a talented fighter. Because I do think Valdez has some talent. But Shakur owned him for 12 rounds.
Just because the guy you're rooting for lost doesn't mean it.
I was pulling for Valdez.
That's not making your opponent submit. Valdez never submitted to Shakur.
Nowhere in there is submission a part of it. This isn't UFC.
That's part of the performance. Performing is making the other dude submit. You know what I'm saying? Break him down.
That's no part. That's no part. That is zero. That is zero part of a criteria. That's your opinion.
No,
of what you want to see. But that's your opinion of what you want to see. But that's zero printed criteria.
We just read fucking performance.
What's that?
I don't buy. Hold on, bro. I don't buy into the whole Crip narrative of outboxing, bro. I don't buy into that shit. To me, performing is beating somebody's ass. That is what performance means.
Okay, that means you don't know how to judge a fight. I'm sorry, that's what it means. You're a fan, and I appreciate and I appreciate your opinion.
Putting people to sleep is not a skill. Okay, I could go to the liquor store and buy NyQuil. Okay, and put me to sleep. Is that a skill? No, it's not.
Listen,
just because it's not an entertainment site style that you don't.
No, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. The people don't want to see that bullshit.
2 weeks ago in London, I saw bare knuckle fighting championships. You get fighters who just want to go straight toe to toe, and you got some who want to box and move. It happens even in bare knuckle boxing. You know, it's the way you want to fight. You know, to win
exactly.
And I would say, when we're talking about performance, right? I would say in that situation, like you look at the Lomachenko-Lopez fight. I thought fucking Lomachenko, how bad did his stock fall out at the end of that fight? It was razor thin. So, you know what I mean? That was a great performance and a loss. You know, but that's what I consider what they mean by a performance.
Yeah, but look, guys, I'm going to go to bed. It's like 1:30 in the morning. I'll catch you guys next time. Have a good one, guys, yeah?
Peace.
All right, see ya, man.
Yep, be cool.
Salute, All
right, you know what, guys? Fuck it. I'm going to end the show. It's been almost 3 hours. So,
salute.
See you guys.
Hey, Bucho, tell BDA I said hello. Talk to him.
I'll send him a message. Yeah.
All right, excellent.
All right.
How are you doing, though, Bucho? Are you slowing down? You still going crazy? Work?
No, it's going fine. That's why I'm doing the show. And I actually feel pretty good. But
right,
yeah,
awesome.
It's been 3 hours almost. So, but anyways, guys, you can stay in chat if you want.
I'll be glad to stick around.
All right, guys, on YouTube, thank you for joining us. We'll see you next time. And shout out to everybody in the chat: Paper Tiger, Super Anderson Aldo, Rasul, Eparacua, Don Ramon. Who else we have? Joseph Bono and Puro Sur Central. Guys, we'll see you next time, all right? Let me just play the outro music here. Oh, don't forget to hit the like.
Dark night. It's a dark night. It's a dark